Right here.
Yeah, go ahead. I guess I'm gonna start deploying.
What's up, chat?
Best of luck. Have fun.
Welcome back to the stream. We are just getting in to the T5S2 Pod 27 finals. We are live with the man, the myth, the legend, but Junior03 himself. He's back, ladies and gentlemen, with his Tau. I believe the third finals game in a row with this faction. Although he did tell me before the game, he said, hey man, I'm probably not going to be in many finals games anymore because I want to start doing weird stuff to play for team events. So we might see my junior here experiment a little bit. But so far, he's been taking Moncot and Kalyan lists to a ridiculously solid record over here on T5S2 thus far, and I think we're going to see it continue, but we'll see if his hopes and dreams can be stifled by Big Snorlax over here in the blue with the newly minted Imperial Knights Codex. We're starting to see some games put down from these guys. It seems like the Codex is doing fairly well. Multiple T5S2 finals, different detachments being played all together, which should be fun, folks. So I'm really excited to watch this game unfold. I'm going to go ahead and prediction's up. I was going to say, I already did the prediction, but prediction is up. We've got 6.4K on my junior right now. Holy crap! You all are so you're ready. You believe in our man, my junior 03 here. But I don't know, chat. Knights are a spooky faction. We're gonna see what Big Snorlax can do against them. Lists are available in the video description, by the way, or video description. I'm extremely YouTube pilled in the chat exclamation point lists in chat if you want to get access to those, and we can read through them momentarily while we are waiting for this to go in. Knights, we have railguns. Knights, get out of here. We have lethal hits against guided targets. Let's go. Let's go. So over here on the Knight side, we are rocking a Valor Strike Lance. This is the speed enhancing detachment for the new Imperial Knights Codex. I think it's an interesting one. I think it's cool. Like, Knights going fast is pretty good. It does have a little bit of a limit in its ability to spread across the table because we no longer have battle line armigers in this detachment. You have to play Spearhead at arms to get access to that. However, it does give you reroll on advanced and charge rolls, army-wide assault, or advanced rolls at least, army-wide assault, full tilt for additional movement. So it's extremely quick. And it's able to get these guns on target very quickly. The players were talking about it beforehand. There is Canis Rex making his appearance after his recent nerfs in the Codex update. And they were like, hey, man, this guy just free strats all the time. So we could just basically call him move 12 because he'll just full tilt every turn, which sounds horrifying to me, to be honest, because his damage output has only dropped a little bit. He will still most likely one-shot anything on the table on the Tau side, potentially even a thing in the shooting phase and then something else in melee. So that guy goes incredibly hard. So the cool thing about Valor Strike Lance here is that we have a bunch of basically mutual support enhancements. So if you've never seen this detachment before, all of its enhancements do not affect the bearer. They affect one other Imperial Knight model within 12 inches invisible. So, we have Canis Rex, obviously, he's there. He can be the focal point of all these buffs if we want him to be. We have the Bearer of Evanescent Ion on a Knight Crusader. That's going to give stealth, so -1 to be hit to a unit within 12. That is going to be relevant because we're not playing Kalyan today, so we're not going to get ignore modifiers on most of these Tau units. That said, we do have Riptide battlesuits. They have weapon support systems. They are going to be able to ignore that stealth as the game goes on, so that's going to be a big benefit to my junior here. But the other Tau are going to have to be hitting back on their base ballistic skill characteristic of 4, which I don't think they're super excited about because things get really, really spicy if we're trying to roll 4s to hit on a lot of these weapon profiles. So that's going to be very relevant against the gunships especially. We then have a Knight Defender with Bearer of the Judicant's Helm. This grants ignore cover to another Chaos Knight within 12 inches and visible to the bearer. I think this is, we have a Crusader here playing as our Knight Defender, because I don't believe the official model is in TTS quite yet. Obviously, the Knight Defender is going to be huge here because it does have that baseline, essentially rotated Ion Shield permanently. So while the rest of the detachment can pay a command point to get a 4+ invulnerable save, the Knight Defender simply has it all the time against ranged attacks specifically. You don't have to worry that much about melee attacks in a Tau matchup. Tau are obviously extremely bad at melee, traditionally terrible at fighting in melee. So this guy's basically just going to be significantly harder to kill than the rest of the knights all game, and we can use the strat on a separate unit in Valor Strike Lance. The detachment or the bondsman ability from this guy also grants -1 damage onto an armature, so he actually can allow you to push armature warglaives to the middle of the table, and we saw this used a great effect in the last game we watched Imperial Knights on, where they were able to, that was a spearheaded arms, but able to push multiple armature Helverin, or warglaives, excuse me, into the middle and prevent the opponent from being able to deal with them. And obviously, in this case, we can do something similar. A warglaive with -1 damage and a 4+ invulnerable save is actually very tanky into a lot of these profiles. Now, the big gunships don't care so much. The smaller attacks will. The Riptide Battlesuits that attack multiple times with damage 2, 3, 4 weapons. Getting -1 damage on all those is a big deal. However, we do have 2 Skyray gunships and a Hammerhead. Those guys are D6 and D6 plus 6 damage, or D6 plus 1 and D6 plus 6 damage, respectively. And they are not going to matter. They're not going to care so much about that -1 damage. So those guys do have a little bit of a way to block that as well, to sort of get around that defensive bonus too. Interesting stuff. The Valor Strike Lance also has some really powerful stratagems. We can reactive move stuff, which is going to be good to scoot a knight into a terrain feature, blast away with it, and then if your opponent comes in to try to engage with it, you just sneak out of the terrain feature, so you're no longer in line of sight. That can be a huge benefit in this matchup, because Bajunior is going to have to push forward with his utility stuff to get up the middle of the table. And the Knights being able to dodge line of sight is going to be huge here. Looks like we are deploying a Knight Crusader on the line right now. It's just, we are very aggressive today. We have to keep in mind, as we saw in Majunior's previous games against Zombie Ninja, where he basically was able to come out of the gate swinging really early and do a ton of damage with this Mont Cobb build. He is totally fine with engaging top of 1. He has no qualms with just getting stuck in right off the bat, and in fact, he would love to. So it looks like we are going to reposition that knight a little bit cagier here to try to dodge this line through the middle. Now, there is still a line around the corner, I believe. So what we could maybe see is Bajunior push units to center here, because he does have assault on those gunships. So we could start gunships here, push up into the middle, and then push more around this corner to try to get shots onto the Crusader. You are just allowing it to then remain stationary, get its sustained hits, and blast away if it lives, which it might do turn 1, but we'll see what these players elect to do from the early game. Also, nice if you just go first, and then it doesn't matter so much. It's a lot of objectives, indeed. Love all the hands everywhere. Yeah, it's classic for Tabletop Simulator. We're just a drone swarm of hands running all over the place. The other thing, too, is we have a lethal hit strat as well, so we can fire a ton of times with this Knight Crusader. It's a thermal cannon plus Avenger Gatling cannon build, and those could all have sustained lethal hits, potentially, if it's able to unlock its sustained hits when remaining stationary effect. So it's a lot of damage if you are close up to it, up close and personal. The Avenger Gatling Cannon firing into some of these utility units is going to be huge too. Having the ability to very reliably just knock 10 like Pathfinders or Fire Warriors or Recruit Carnivores off the table without really having to worry too much about the idiosyncrasies of the dice is going to be super, super big. Hope Farsight gets better command abilities in 11th. Right now there's no reason to take him. I think all of the retaliation conjure lists that have been doing fairly well recently would beg to differ. The interesting thing about him, we've been seeing him a lot in retaliation cadre with a Star Scythe unit, which is really cool. Sometimes you see like, oh, I guess we'll play him with Sunforged teams for +1 to wound, but realistically, additional multi-melta or additional fusion blasters are better in that case. However, Farsight just being able to give +1 to wound to a ton of auto-hitting flamers is actually a legitimately scary unit. Ethereal's so good. I don't disagree for sure. But if we're already playing Retaliation Cadre, I do think, well, first of all, the Ethereal's actually kind of commonly not played right now. I think most of the Monka Kalyan lists actually are not bringing Ethereals. They're bringing Firestrike teams and like Darkstrider for the backline. I actually have not seen a competitive list take an Ethereal in a little while now, which is interesting. Obviously, he seems like he's such a free roll because he's a 50-point command point generator, but it seems like tactical secondaries are such a big deal right now. But in addition, in Retaliation Cadre explicitly, it feels like Farsight by design synergizes with what that detachment's doing really well. Starscythe stock's going up with that LVO Nemo win. I know. Yeah, I'm sure, but Junior, having lost the T5S2 finals to Nemo, is acutely aware. He's like, all right, boys. I'm sure that were he to rebuild his lists, and especially as we've been talking about, if you are playing a high terrain format, aggressive infantry pushes are so good right now. And having like double AP2 strength 5 Starsight teams is just so much anti-infantry hate, which is incredibly useful. Plus, if you're just running, there are 110 points, which when you think about it is crazy. It's what, 6 flamers on 15 toughness 5 wounds for the cost of 5 space marines, which is like, what? That's insane. With deep strike, so just with the ability to just hop these dudes off the table, out of reserve anywhere, use them as a utility unit, potentially blast the unit, Torch Star Gambit somewhere. They're so strong. And I think people are just now realizing, now that infantry is like back in the meta in a big way, that how powerful these units are is pretty cool. Interesting, people have switched to Farsight for Strike Swiftly. I know, I do like that. Although I will say that Majunior here, I don't believe he's running Strike Swiftly. He is in fact running no enhancements whatsoever. So we've talked about the Valor Strike list. We can talk about Chris or Majunior's Mont-Ka right now. He's running only Commander Shadow Sun to get reroll ones to hit, and she is actually, and maybe this is one of the reasons as well we don't necessarily see Ethereals, is that she is also a command point regenerator, right? We can't forget that she also will give you command points back, targeting things nearby her thanks to her command drones. So I guess you win some, you lose some there, right? But also just having that reroll ones to hit pulls a lot of the requirement off having stealth suits everywhere, which is huge. Thank you for the follows, by the way, Archangel Reed and the Battle Frog. Welcome in, Battle Frog. Very nice username. Love that. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out with us over here. I think this is going to be a fascinating game. It's going to be quick and bloody. The players basically at the start of the game, they were like, hey man, let's see who shoots better, and then we'll call it a day. So I think it's going to be a fast one. Probably we're going to see a lot of death turn 1. So we're rocking a Crude Carnivore team. Chrissy's or Majunior's put that right on the line here. We're going to scout a model back to obsec the backline objective, then push up into the middle here to try to obsec the mid board. We have a Pathfinder team, 2 Pathfinder teams, excuse me, alongside a pair of stealth battlesuit teams for spotting. We have a Vespid Stingwing unit for utility, a Ghost Kill battlesuit so we can hold down objectives in the center of the table without really being in too much danger. 1 Hammerhead gunship just to be able to threaten that railgun shot. That's going to be huge in this, and we can already see it in the deployment here. That's huge in this particular matchup because even without keeping in mind the relatively short range of stuff like the Piranhas on turn 1, they will be able to get up into the night deployment zone, but you sort of have to force them to make that move. The Hammerhead gunship threatens all of these lines of fire from the back edge of the table. And where a knight might be willing to eat a shot from a Riptide or something, just ask it to roll some 5s to wounds, maybe shoot into a Rotate Ion Shields, they do not want to receive a hit from that railgun. If that railgun converts, it is potentially 50%, 45% of your hit points in one shot. So the Tau here trying as hard as they can not to get hit by that huge gun. So for 145 points, we get a pretty good gun. It's a seeker and smart missile platform. Plus, it has this gun that forces your opponent to respect it, which is huge. We have double Skyray gunships as well for more long-range shooting. Very nice to see these big, punchy guns in this detachment. They may not benefit from lethal hits very much, but they are good in the late game. Once your lethal hits peter out, because that expires in Battle Round 4, you really want high-impact shooting, so you're not just trying to roll lethals on your opponent. We then have 3 Piranhas for the early game, 3 Riptide Battlesuits, 1 Devilfish to carry around a Pathfinder team. Like I said, no enhancements, so we don't have Strike Swiftly, so the only scouts in the army are going to be those forward operators. The Pathfinders are going to go into 1 Devilfish and allow that to scout up the table, which gives you more presence in the midboard. You're able to just rocket that Devilfish up in the center if you need it to move block, if you need it to spot, if you need it to act as a utility unit, do some actions and stuff like that. But the rest of the army is largely staying put. And I'm curious if Majunior ends up feeling that he does need that, because the first turn Alpha Strike in this list, if you have that Strike Swiftly, is crazy. Although it will feel particularly strong in this matchup because Knights don't have a lot of forward operators to prevent the scout moves from working. I do want to call attention to some of Snorlax's backline here. He has a Calidus Assassin, which is a lone operative, so she's going to be able to up, down, and act as a utility unit over the course of the game. Alongside, interestingly, we do not have a Warshaper in this list. Is that correct? Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, there is no Warshaper today, which is fascinating. That was a little piece of technology. I wonder what, maybe we cut it for the Fire Strike team or something. That was something that Majunior was playing previously, where you could target the Warshaper with your Coordinate to engage to get +1 AP targeting a single enemy. Oh, we do have a Warshaper. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Is that right? It's not in his list. Let me double check here. We're gonna check in on Majunior real quick.
Control, left click, you save position, and when you want to restore them, you have to make sure you control left click them again to restore. Just wanted to make sure you know that, because it's not like hub groups. Cool. All right, I resume time.
Okay.
Hey Chris, can we
either?
Can I ask about your Warshaper real quick here?
Yeah, what's up?
You do not have a Warshaper in this list.
Oh, is this the Shadow Sun list?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I have 2 different quick.
It's Shadow Sun, no Fire Strike team, and no Warshaper.
No. Yeah. No, let me spawn in the list.
Okay. I think that's the only change. Do you have an extra Piranha in this version too?
No. They're no, it's the same exact list. I just entered pods with one was Farsight team and Warshaper, and the other one was Shadow Sun.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I owe you a deploy. I'm a pass time to me. I owe you a deploy for my first deploy. I'll just put.
I'm glad we do these list reviews to start here, chat. We talked about the cool Warshaper tech in our last game with Majunior. But yeah, he does not have that in his submitted list. He has Shadow Sun instead, so he has to coordinate somewhere else. He has to pay for it. He can't do it for free. He could regenerate the command points on it, obviously, by targeting Shadow Sun or something nearby here. But he does not get it for free. Thanks to the Warshaper. It's super cool technology, so that for those who don't know, you can if you have a stratagem that targets multiple things, and one of them has a command point reduction effect, you can target that guy and still make use of the command point reduction effect. And the Mont cost stratagem for bonus AP does not require that all of its targets attack the same unit or even have line of sight to it. So you can target a Warshaper in the back who reduces command point usage targeting himself. He gives you the strat for free, and then you just target some other Tau thing and an enemy, and your Tau thing gets a bonus against that enemy.
Over these guys? Is he entirely inside of these guys? What's happening with these Vespids?
Oh, he should be over him, right? Isn't his engine tall enough to be over the Vespid? Are they? Let me get down.
I think that's probably the case for Tau infantry, but I believe that the Vespid are too tall.
I think maybe scooted over a little bit, but his engines should be over their heads and their wings to where it's able to overlap.
This is an issue.
Yeah. So the only difference with the Shadow Sun versus the other two characters is Shadow Sun just has reroll hit rolls of 1, lone op, you know, -1 hit and wound, in range attacks, and she has a free CP.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Shadow Sun. Yeah. Be safe from that direction.
Found that quad broadsides with rail rifles are really strong. The back of the SMN reserve rail rifle was plasma. I do like in Modca especially. I like broadsides because you can improve their speed. The speed is really problematic for them, but being able to give them faster movement is huge. Definitely, definitely a Chad broadside enjoyer for sure. Also, the
pretty much deadly
missile shots with the bonus AP and lethal hits is actually they do crazy work. We did some math with the codex originally came out, and I believe it was with Tetras, but the unit does like insane damage if they're fully comboed out with the high yield missile pods. It's like it's sort of insane amounts of DACA from those guys. All right, chat. So we are playing Hidden Supplies today. So that's why there's extra objectives in the middle of the table. So for those who don't know, this mission will deploy an additional 2 objectives in the center. It splits, or excuse me, additional 1 objective in the center. It splits the middle objective into 2. You score for holding at least 1 outside your deployment zone. 10 points if you hold 2 outside your deployment zone. Additional points if you hold more than your opponent. That includes your home. So while you can't score your home normally in this mission, the points for holding more will include your objective in the back line as well. Broadside's your favorite model? If you play Tau, you have max broadsides. I think broadsides are Chad. Yeah, I'm glad if anybody remembers the old broadsides where they were just a crisis battlesuit with metal parts on the shoulders. They were horrible. They looked terrible and they were a bad model to assemble. I had one back in the day and they had metal feet. And what happened to every broadside in history is that their tiny ankles would break off at the metal feet immediately because their base was heavier than the rest of the model, and the rest of the model was on about 2 millimeters of plastic. It was abysmal, but everyone converted them to be holding their rail rifles, and then GW was like, eventually like, fuck it, you're right, that's correct, and then just gave them the rail rifles held in the arms. It was the biggest community flex on Games Workshop. The community was like, hey guys, your miniature's not that great. Here, let me fix it for it. Here, let me fix it for you. And Games Workshop was like, yeah, you're right. Actually, that's correct. Sucks they're expensive as AdMech chickens. Yeah, light vehicles tend to be like weirdly expensive for Games Workshop. These things that are sub 100 points but still cost as much as a tank.
Canis can move 20.
They were cracks because their railguns are the same profile as a Hammerhead. It's true. That's so true. Which is funny. And it was twin linked. They had 2 of them. But yeah, I do love broadsides, and I like the conversions as well. That now they reverse it for the high yield missiles, where they shoulder mount all the missiles instead of putting them fist mounted, which is like kind of mid. In my opinion, where they do the seeker missiles on the fists, they put all the missile launchers on the shoulders, and they're just like this big, like Katyusha, or like a Calliope with just an enormous number of missile systems. I love that look; it's so cool.
That's his hopes, and then they can.
Broadsides are certainly one of the coolest. I don't know, the more interestingly flexible units.
Is cool right here, since nothing's going to be pressured from this side.
Broadside railgun is not twin linked, but it used to be, yeah. And back in like 4th edition, it was a twin linked railgun.
I think I'm cool with that.
Which gave you, I believe it was a hit reroll. It wasn't a wound reroll at that point. It was extremely strong.
Will probably just be right here. Devilfish. And
Let me turn the player mics back up here, chat, as we're getting into round 1. We're just about to finish deployment.
And it'll probably.
Want to thank everyone and for coming and hanging out with me. But a huge chat going on right now, so I appreciate all the folks choosing to spend your Tuesday evening over here watching some sick 40K. 4 broadsides and 2 crew touch riders, just $480.
Get life.
I did not realize.
Cool.
Somebody had to tell me that in
Let's
chat.
time
I think at one point.
make sure
I was like, "Isn't
the
Crew
light-
Talks Riders aren't they the same as the Crew Talks Rampagers the same kit?" No, Crew Talks Riders cost the same as a unit of 3 Crew Talks Rampagers. It makes no goddamn sense. For you could get 3 Rampagers for the cost of 1 Rider,
It's free
which
measure.
is like why? It's the same model. I don't understand it. Basically, the little guy with the gun costs you like $45.
Cool.
So if I were to give some advice, buy Rampager boxes and give make some guns for the top line for them.
And then something like here.
Yeah, I know that they are different molds, right? They have a different pose. The Rampagers are all doing stuff, and the Riders are static and have a different guy. But it's funny because it's like conceptually, right? It's like the same thing. It's a Crew Talks with a man on the back with a gun.
So
But one of them costs like $65 a bottle, and the other one costs $20.
that's cool for you. You can spend 2 CP your first turn to advance and touch this wall. I believe, right? Double check. 16. You need to roll a 6 to touch this wall and be able to shoot Pathfinders or be able to shoot any of this. And I get reroll hits on you, so I'm okay with that. So this is where Pathfinders will be doing aggressive deployment. I'm gonna do their defensive position, I think. Defensive position will be like something like this. And we're really just gonna try to keep most of these guys off.
If I roll like a 4 or something and go this way, I can probably shoot these things from out the side of the board.
Oh yeah, for sure. But these guys both scout, so I'm gonna just try to scout in. I'm gonna just try to scout into this box and keep my boys nice and gravy. So I need to see where this piranha wants to live. I got a couple of minutes to fix it. Try to fix it by 1:15.
I do agree the Crew Riders are great. The list with the singleton of 2 Crew Riders, the little duo of Crew Riders, is really good.
Cool. So I want you.
Highly recommend. Unless you bought Tau Battle Force boxes, don't think they're worth buying.
1 inch here.
The Crew Talks Riders? Yeah, it might be true.
1 inch here.
Next data site, I believe Shadow Sun should get the Marker Light keyword.
And then 1 inch here.
Yeah, they're very.
Cool.
As much
And
as
those
Marker
are
Light's like a
ion
good
zero
keyword to
yellow
have,
and
they are very.
another guy
They
here.
tend to only want to give it to things with
So,
physical Marker Lights in their
Probably something
miniatures.
Like this.
Like you could say that she's like got an advanced
there.
stealth system or something
Oh,
that
1
gives
inch
you a Marker
pretty
Light. But,
closer.
unless is this a Marker Light, this little guy, or is it no? That's the
And then
flechette
we
launcher,
can
right?
just-
This little thing.
Okay, so we actually don't.
I think I shoulder mounted the flechette launcher on
so
my
piranha
my Shadow
needs to
Sun.
be tucked in pretty nice.
I did
What's the
some
charge?
custom work on my Shadow Sun
That's
to
a
make it
good
cooler.
charge.
I forget what I did though. I did a bunch of cutting and
So
sawing
let's
on it.
make sure that 20. Yeah, you're gonna have to be here to see me. So we really don't want.
My co-commentators here, chat. Let's see if we can get some important insight from her.
What we have to work with. Put a Pathfinders here. Pathfinders here. Can we fit Piranha in here? Piranha needs to be literally like
Yeah?
this. So do we have the space with Pathfinders to fit here?
What do you think about the Tau matchup, Inky?
And the answer is
Any thoughts?
he needs to
Oh,
be
okay.
2. He needs to be
Uh-huh.
2. I need to. Okay, I can do it. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, very smart.
Cool. All right. So this is defensive position. This piranha can deploy here defensively. Devilfish can fit
Sad they restricted drones so much.
defensively.
I agree.
Have his booty over that.
I hope that they do something different with drones. I don't really like how they play right now, but I understand why they've done what they did. But it does feel weird having Tau go from like everyone's got a million drones everywhere to
And
drones
then
literally just being a
they'll
thing that
just
you throw away when you buy the kit
9 inches away.
because they don't have to be represented on the table anymore.
Saving position? You control click and what?
But give me 2 seconds, and I can show you once more. Let me fix these pathies real quick. That was 7.1 actually, but I think I fixed it. 7, And make sure I didn't move 8 with these guys. Did I move 8 with these guys?
Make Recruit Hounds better? Recruit Hounds
Definitely
seem
move back in
pretty
eight.
good.
Definitely want to move 8.
What's the table called?
Um,
Is it the standard one with my map additive
So,
loaded?
yeah,
Yeah, so
okay,
this
sorry.
map is from the
let me show
T5S2
you
Season
real
10.
let me fix the Shadow
Um,
Sun and Ghost Kill so we can pause
map
clocks
pool?
off the game, and I'll show you then. Shadow Sun just wants to be able to not die the first turn, so
Yeah, look at this
I think she's
majesty right now.
okay coming here, I think.
Absolutely. This is,
One away from this wall.
you may not like it, but this is what peak
able
performance
to
looks
do
like. Oh,
stuff
there's
in
a
the middle,
cat butt for
and
you.
then Ghost Kill
Hell yeah.
will just come 9 away from your deployment zone, I think. 9.1. Might even be smart.
Shadow Son of the Lord of War
right
twist.
biome.
That twist seems so wild. I would like to see like Crusade and narrative games use twists more because they do seem pretty
Ghost Kill
funny.
Here, able to shoot first turn, get some free shots. Lone op range is here if you want to be there and shoot me. What I don't want you to be is to be able to be safe. So if you rolled like a 20 here, you can still be shot. So I need to pre-measure that. 32.
The best seat in the house.
Yeah.
She does love watching
Yeah, if you move
watching
20,
40K.
and I'm good. Yeah, if you move to, all right.
I had the
Cool, 32, yeah, 12.
I had the LVO
Yeah, that's
stream
good. Cool, and then
2 weeks
Shadow
ago
Sun-
on my
Shadow Sun
TV,
might
and she
be
was just
over
like
here,
hanging
so-
out watching the models.
Yeah, I'm cool.
She fucking loves
Cool,
TV.
with Shadow Sun just
My
being,
my cat's a
glad
huge
being able to
TV Chad TV enjoyer. Shadowstone
And I
right in the
think
front
that is
here.
it.
She does have infiltrate because
think
she's
that
got
is it.
stealthy and
Cool.
lone operative.
So I'll pause clock.
So ensuring that she cannot be attacked.
I'll show you once more. Let's roll for, because I think it will cancel the Pathfinder's original move, but how it but how it is you control and just left click how you normally would do, or just control and drag and highlight the unit that you're trying to do, and then go to save position. It'll do selected unit green. It'll give you green text, selected models, etc. And then the part that's not normal is when you restore position, you have to highlight the unit again. So that's really all it is.
Where is that?
Oh, right here. Yeah, we
Leaving
share
the
it. We,
start position.
yeah, it's right here. We share it. That's why I was saying. Yeah, that's why I was saying. The Pathfinders are kind of like the thing that's holding it hostage right now. But yeah, we
only
share
one
it.
of us got
Yeah,
it. Only one
yes.
person can save the time. Got it. Okay.
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
Yes, sir. Cool. All right. Cool. So let's.
I don't think that's
roll
true.
First
I
turn.
believe it saves on a per model
I
basis.
rolled a 1. You rolled a 3. You go
3.
first. You have no scouts. I'll put time on me. Like we talked about.
I think it scripts like the
let me see if I
miniature,
can
not
do
the
it. Highlight
not the
them.
script. I'd have to
It
double
should
check though.
just
I don't want to.
restore
I don't want to
position.
make that statement.
Cool,
We're talking about
perfect.
the, for those of you who
This
aren't
one
aware, we're talking about the
can just
restore
scout
position
here with
tool.
9 inches.
That
So we can
the
just
players
move
are
this
using right
guy,
now to
and I'll
save a
just
position of a
nuzzle-
model. So there's a
nuzzle
tool
him
in
off that
the
red line where Canis could potentially get
FTC
to.
map base where you're able to
Shoot
save a miniature's position and then restore it. I
this
believe that it
outfit
saves
will
individual
move
model
here,
positions, so you can
which
have
you
multiple
for
saved at a time.
100% shoot.
I
Just
am
not
fairly sure
on
that's
this
how it
red line.
works.
There's a line here you can shoot. But you get shot
Because
back
I don't
to
think
the
I've
side,
ever
you get
accidentally
retired.
restored a different model that I
I
didn't mean to.
will
But maybe I'm wrong.
move this piranha here off this red line so you can't shoot him first turn. Even if you touch this piece of terrain, these are two different pieces of terrain. And then you
Judge, yeah.
Cool. All right, that's easy.
That's fortunately for us, not a judge
And
call.
we can't
That's
hold
just
this
the
objective
tools
from
on the
this side of
table.
The wall. So
FYI, John
she's
McCardle
out.
self-funded a club for a bunch of in Maryland, have
Cool.
8 tables, access to his entire
Then
faction
just
catalog, doing an
put these
RTT.
guys
Dude, that's so sick.
in
John McCardle's such a
here.
Chad. Absolute Chad of the game. Are we not stringing these crew to the home
And
objective?
then we want to go
This,
here, and we
does
want to
not
go
look
to
like it's coherent
extendo
right now, chat.
clip,
Yeah,
right
we're definitely
here.
getting some friends in there.
and then
That's
we
incredible.
want this guy to be here.
Oh, to have John
and
McCardle
then
money.
At that point, these guys.
Or Anthony Birdsong money.
And yeah, make sure this
Oh
guy's
boy,
into
you know, some of the
somebody.
the big
there,
rich
and then
Uncle
this
Moneybags
It would have been
players,
cool if I would've pre-measured it.
you know,
That's
members
bad
of the
on
40K
me.
community.
I should have looked at that, but
That's super cool though. I hope you have a really
every
good
time
time.
could have been placed a
I
little.
like the idea of
better.
being able to just play any faction, right? It's like basically like playing Tabletop Simulator, but in real life. You can just try anything
So
you
yeah,
want at
we
any
can just
time.
put a
It's really
piranha
sweet.
either here to be completely safe.
His
or we can put a
house's
piranha
garage has a guest house.
Here might be better.
Jesus, dude. Dude.
Yeah.
What kind of
Cool.
like
Let's just
.com
make sure that
boom
he's not
software do you have to
conflicting with the
invent
hammer- with the
to
red tie.
get
Yeah,
John
yes, cool.
McCardle money?
Alright. And then
Oh man,
before
his
taking
I
it,
haven't watched
and
his
then if
game
you
with
wanted to go-
Joe
you would
from
have to
War
go around
Games
the wall
Live
too. This is
at
just a better
from
spot.
LVO, but I kind of want to
Alright.
because those guys were
That's it,
so
man.
loud.
Alright. Well, that's all my scout
in
moves.
the LVO
Everything
cast. You
hit
could
from
hear them
first
on the
turn,
commentary
except for this
stream,
double
which is
fish.
amazing.
You feel free to shoot that double fish. And yeah, I'll pass clock to you. Good luck. Have fun.
All right.
All right.
Is
same
that
to you.
Imperial Knights taking
Let's go
turn one
for
here,
players
Chance?
First, start the game. Let me draw some cards.
It surely is.
Draw them one at a time.
Here we
Okay.
go. Secure no man's land and engage on all fronts are the draw here. Secure no man's.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not the draw we wanted to
Don't
see at the
love
start.
that. Fair
Engage on all
enough.
fronts is
Okay.
almost certainly 1 point, non-discardable, which is really
In
awkward.
command phase,
The weird
we're
part
going
about
to do
engage on all
bondsman
fronts is that if you
abilities,
are in a position to
so-
score it, you must do so in Chapter Proof 2025. So we are in a position right now that Big Snorlax is going to
Oh.
get a point for being in the 2 table quarters where his own objectives are, and he yeah, he's gonna have to basically
5.
automatically score that unless we see a full tilt push on a single Armiger to get it out here. The weird part, though,
So,
that
yeah,
Ghost
he's
Kill's
not
got
getting
a lone operative, my guy. You're not gonna shoot that thing.
Restore the
The weird part about it
that then
is that he's just giving his opponent stuff to shoot at. The same thing with Secure No Man's Land.
-1
He
damage.
can
We're gonna
probably
have
get
-1 strength, so-
2 objectives here if we super push this Knight Crusader into the middle of the
and then
table.
the
We get 2 objectives with him by himself. That's going to score you 5
Crusader
points,
here
but you
is
have
going
to
to
absorb the
confer-
entirety of a Monka army on turn 1.
+1 to hit on this armor.
The Monka puts you in this weird spot where if you go second against it, it wants to push forward to
and go
score highly
into
to
movement
mitigate bottom round
phase.
5 scoring, but it's also really good on turn 1 because it's so fast and it's so flexible. However, on the crackback, if you're going second,
I don't know too much about
you
that one
don't
there.
want to, if you're going first, excuse me, into
Problem
it,
is if I
it has the
don't
bottom round 5
expose
scoring,
hold
and
the
you don't want to
wall.
engage with it on turn 1
This
because
guy can't
it
move
has
far
the
enough to reach,
the
it's not
benefit
really-
over you in the early
He
game
didn't
thanks to
really
its
threaten
detachment
this
ability. It's really
turn.
powerful in battle rounds 1, 2, and 3 where it gets
So
lethal
it's
hits.
this issue.
However, battle rounds 4 and 5, it's not going to be so powerful. But the typical play going first is to full send or to play very aggressively to try to get these objectives, to try to run the score up and overwhelm your opponent. However, your opponent's in the spot where they're going to be at the best possible position to deal with that. So this is you're a bit damned if you do, damned if you don't here. I think on Big Snorlax's side, I think he almost would have preferred to go second and basically absorb some shooting, lose an Armiger, maybe take some damage on his Crusaders, but then engage in the fight, put his Knight Defender in a position where he can do some damage. Right now, he's just going to be shoving up into the middle of the table. He's in a position because the Tau army is so fast, because it's so incredibly quick. I wonder what's in the Devilfish right now, chat. Oh, it's a Pathfinder team. Are there 3 Pathfinder teams? Oh no, this is just a split unit.
So this guy
It's,
is,
there's
he
4
can
here
use
and 6
offline
over there. It
here.
just
This
looks
guy
like
can't be shot
one
from
team.
this direction.
This guy's a coherency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
Nice.
I think I accidentally did something. This piranha should not be touching this piece of terrain. Yeah, there we go. He is now not touching this piece of terrain.
Don't like they did that to engage.
Clipping.
Yeah.
A piece of his wing was clipping. Just wanted to know.
I
Take that.
I wonder if I like that it scores automatically
Um,
because it did feel bad in the turns where you're like got it where you're in a really bad spot. It was like top of 1 or whatever. I wonder if maybe you should be able to discard it turn 1 or cycle it turn 1, like go back in the deck. Or maybe you're allowed to like cycle it if you, I don't know, if your entire army is in your deployment zone or something. I don't know, or wholly within 6 inches of your deployment zone, something like that.
5.5 for now.
There's probably ways they could make it a little bit less egregious turn 1. There's also because there's almost literally no way. There's no way unless we get like weird Overwatch stuff happening that
Big Fast 6?
that
No!
the Knights will honor before like battle round 3. So you could almost just pay the command point to get rid of it, because worst case scenario, you're going to get that command point back anyway, and you're just a flush. Whereas the upside is that you get a bunch more points because you get something really nice, like an engage no friends or something like that. Or excuse me, recover assets, or like a good stratagem to get out of your deck, or a good secondary to get out of your deck early. We'll see how it goes, Chance. This is definitely not the turn 1 that Big Snorlax is hoping for right now. He's got a lot of interesting plays he can make, but
7.5.
this position for Majunior in the top of the table here with these lone operatives is so frustrating. I have to imagine, because you basically like you can't you essentially can't drop stuff here without the possibility that it just gets reamed by scouting units and if you go second, which means you just can't interact with the Ghost Scale Battlesuit. And the Ghost Scale Battlesuit's going to sit on this objective for the rest of the game and just vibe. The other thing too is that Big Snorlax has literally nothing besides his Sir Hector, who's in Canis Rex, off the table right now. So he's not threatening any strategic reserves.
And so you only need.
And I don't believe that there's an up down for Valor Strike Lance. There's only the Calidus Assassin that has the ability to sort of push around. It's not going to do anything.
You're there. If you want to be there, you're there.
So it's not really going to threaten those models. So he's basically just playing on the table, whereas Montka has army-wide assault in the early game and an auto 6 advance. So plus transport mechanics, plus I guess he doesn't have wild mirrors with the stealth suits right now, but he does have he is playing with disembarkations and stuff. So he does have a lot of potential to maneuver around the battlefield, whereas the Knights aren't really playing with that. I'm curious that we didn't put Canis Rex in reserve.
He's gonna get a 1. He gets
is he too big now? Did he get changed? I don't think so. I'm gonna verify myself because Canis Rex in reserve forces you to put it to screen, and then you start to have things to do in turn 1. The screen for bottom of or top of 2 because you can, or bottom of 2 because you can rapid ingress bottom 2 for free and then just hop him in there. No, he's only 415 right now. Yeah, we could have put Canis in reserve.
Make sure I'm not touching this guy.
Maybe that Big Snorlax wasn't really expecting his opponent to be able to hide everything.
He's just going to shuffle all the way
early
around
game
back to the
here.
other dude's position.
But Majunior is, if Majunior is good at anything, he is good at this like early game positional play, where he's just able to set himself up in a position where he can totally outmaneuver you on turn 1. He's not going to take any casualties, and he's going to put himself in a spot to attack you instead. John Mercado has a lot of old models and OG GW catalogs going into the mid 90s. Sick.
Make it so that
I used to have a local when I played up in actually the TO up in the New England area who had an all OG Drukhari army. All his stuff was like old metal Drukhari, and it was so fun to play against. Just all the old like wiggly pool noodle man incubi models everywhere, and it was all like gorgeously painted and stuff too. Every once in a while, it's fun to see those old flashbacks. I just use old models to do chicanery, line of sight chicanery, because it really small, and then
much
get
of
judges
anywhere
on me.
this guy has.
I have to change my ways, but
figure out what
it's cool to see it when they're a whole thing. What detachment is the Knight player playing? They are playing Valor Strike Lance.
Bad.
It's assault detachment, advance and shoot. You can get access to the list, by the way, folks. Exclamation point lists in the chat if you want to take a peek at those. They are all available there.
4.5 is my normal 12. And I get a 5 here. But of course, just shooting me through the ruin. Let's see what the...
I just got an Amazon package. The new part for my PC came in a Amazon paper envelope.
Oh.
Like they have a new thick envelope variety that's basically just like pulped cardboard. I just like unwrapped it and then put it like I threw it on the floor because I'm gonna go recycle it after this game. And both of the cats I think have tried to climb inside the bag. It's just rattling in the corner over there.
Like in between here specifically.
Love seeing Chaos Bikers showing off as new.
Okay.
Yeah, the old terrible Chaos Biker.
That's gonna move there. Crusader doesn't.
We'll probably talk about it. We were playing Warp Forge yesterday, and one thing that kept getting me is that the biker unit in the Space Marine deck.
Leery about moving. I'm gonna see Watch Captain Artemis.
Is a shooting unit. It like comes in and shoots you really hard, and I was like, what is that? Why is an Outrider so strong in shooting? And then I realized it's not an Outrider, it's an attack biker. It's the old Space Marine biker that has like a grav gun. And I was like, oh yeah, of course. Of course it's gonna be good at shooting. That makes total sense. None of the new bikes are that good, although there are Invader ATVs in the game.
You can do your thing.
Chaos Bikers are not legendary. They are not.
Doing finally.
They are real. They exist in real life. In fact, they're incredibly, incredibly viable because you essentially have to play them for utility.
Let's see. So if I'm going 6 to here, 4 to here,
So I think what we're trying to do is get around the wall that we hid behind turn 1.
4 to here. I'm getting shot by. Oh, come on.
The tough part about the and then also on the objective and trying to limit lines of sight into the armature turn 1 here. The tough part about these armature profiles is that the Tau army matches up so nicely into them because it's a lot of strength 10 and strength 9 range profiles. So you super don't want to put toughness 9 vehicles in front of them because they're just going to immediately kill them. Otherwise, I would say that maybe one thing we could do if we're in this position right now that that Big Snorlax finds himself in is that he just full deploys on the line and then asks his opponent to engage with him turn 1 and hope he wins the shooting match. However, obviously the downside here for these armatures is the fact that you lose 3 armatures immediately. If you just say to your Monka opponent, "Hey, I'm going to absorb the Alpha Strike," and all of your units are the perfect profile for them to shoot at, that is what we call a disastrously bad profile matchup. So you want to baby those armature Helverins as much as possible. The thing that that's a little bit better, it's not perfect, but it's slightly better, is that the knights are much harder to kill. They're being wounded on 5s by the Melta shooting. The Riptides wounds them on 5s as well. You do want to avoid shots from the gunships, but at least the battle suits and the forward operators are not doing quite as much damage to the super heavy knights. Raven with the sub, by the way, appreciate that. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Really helps support the coverage. So thank you so much.
You can come around.
Bikers would be good for Renegade Chaos Warband.
I don't love.
Yeah, they're just good in general. The nice thing about Chaos Bikers is that they have a built-in up-down effect, so they can go into strat reserve if they're near table edge.
12 and 7.
Plus, they are basically old Space Marine bikers, and that means they get a bunch of special weapons. So they actually get a Power Fist champion, and they get 2 Melta guns in their unit, or 2 plasma guns if you take them. So the plus a Chaos Icon. So unlike Outriders, which are just a little melee beat stick unit for regular Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines get this really flexible ranged profile that shoots shoots a lot. And if you engage the mid-melee, it still has a Dark Pact Power Fist to just hit you. So it's actually kind of sick. The unit's really, really good.
Isn't enough.
Which is why you see them in almost every
these guys
every Chaos Space Marine list for sure.
Again, it is what it is. I can only do what I can do. So
I would love to see a new Chaos Biker a new Chaos Biker sculpt though. Just bring that dude back. Make him a sick,
he's not gonna be able to
dynamic thing that's just trying to do all this cool stuff.
Yeah, his gun pokes out, but you have to get to here to see it or something. You tuck him against the wall there.
Yeah, I wonder if we could just rotate this dude, honestly. Just flip him all the way around, stick the gun behind this thing. Curious.
Without clipping. And that hides his shell pretty well. This Calidus can tuck in here. That's fine. Alright, I think that's the end of my movement. I don't think I have any shooting, because you didn't give me any shooting. Really. They're pretty much just over here. Alright, so I'm gonna score the small one for secure no man's land and
so
1 point for engage.
Big positional play turn 1 here from Big Snorlax, but we are not seeing a ton of the the sort of more classic melee pressure.
2 points. I'd like 5, but I wouldn't like to expose myself for 5.
Alrighty.
Too much stuff. Yep. Alright. So I'm going to pass it through everything and send it to you.
Best fit in the box.
Bring back Huron Blackheart.
Engage.
Did Huron get legended? You can play him, right?
Would you like me to try to control?
Oof.
Huron's still around, I think.
This is easy with Croots.
He's just not very useful. Is the problem. He's like a lord of the. He's a bad Power Fist.
Going over to Pathfinders here.
I wonder if Huron would be
Um,
good if you gave him.
just
They
fine with
can
you.
they can probably
If
just do it without advantage.
I think he
yeah,
used to give his
you
unit like
guys
advance in
can
charge. It was really
walk
good.
over here and
If you gave him
come
extra
down,
attack, so he
yeah.
attacks 16 times, he'd
How
be
many
amazing.
within?
You see him all the time.
7, so you need.
He gives you a once per game reactive move. He gives you a redeploy, which is like kind of
This
fine, I
group.
guess.
These guys are going 7.
If the
7,
faction had
Probably get like
in-faction
5,
infiltrates, I think Huron Blackheart
5 or
would be
6.
sick, actually. Dude, Nemesis Claw infiltrate? They don't,
these-
right?
Oh yeah, I think you take it because I think all of these all fit on there with 0 advance because the
This
the
guy can
base
come here.
there's more under that. That's
No,
getting
they
cut
just have
off.
stealth.
The objective's actually larger there.
Okay.
Huron coming back in a big way next
Yeah, I
edition.
see.
I
Gotcha.
would not be surprised.
So I
GW
guess
just
it's gonna
going. They're
be
going back through their old
one
metal
in the middle
models
here.
and making them
Ooh,
big
thank-
50 mil based
Tempting target is
brutes.
here. Engage. Let's see if we can get a 2-point.
We got that
engage.
Lucius this edition.
Denial.
Huron Blackheart's coming next edition.
Is there
for sure.
error denial? Cool.
Don't see him on the store.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I believe he's in the Codex.
All right.
He's fine, I guess. But
All right. Cool.
he's just a little
Move
pillow
phase,
fisted
keep
for
my
you
objective,
could just have for the
drop
basically
shot.
the same cost of Chaos Lord who hits way
No
harder.
sticky here.
You don't get all the fun tricksy play, but
all do we want to put in?
if he was just like a prodigiously strong anti-infantry like
did move
sweeper, I
closer
think
to
you'd
me.
probably see him.
You so 32. You moved a lot closer. So I want your. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
What did you miss, chat? We're not too much. We're early days yet. We saw a very passive turn 1 from Imperial Knights. They just drew some secondaries. It looks like we got a -1 damage on Bondsman onto this Arbitrary Helverin, ran onto an objective to get secure no man's land. Rocked out a tempting target on the Tau side, and we got engaged on all fronts for Imperial Knights as well. So just a 3-point turn 1. We had to keep everything kind of safe because if they push out too hard, everything gets hit by the Riptide battlesuits and stuff. Kind of a sacrificial Armiger Helverin right now, I suppose. Just gonna eat a Riptide battlesuit and a Skyray gunship down the line, but they do get counterattacked by the Knight Defender, and we can't forget, folks, that Knight Defender has a conversion beamer. It gets lethal hits off of conversion if it's outside, I believe, 18 inches of its target, which gives it 4-up critical hits. So it's getting 4-up lethals for a 4 damage gun, which is actually pretty scary. Just want Huron Blackheart represented in 40k again. Yeah, I think we would probably. I mean, I guess here's an interesting question, because he's one of those characters that you can slot him into other factions, right? Where you play, like if you're in Abaddon, you're playing Black Legion, and you could just take that dude and he's like fine. He's kind of like
I'm gonna have this.
He's like
kill
Dark Strider
28.1
or
away from the only way that
like a bunch of these other
if you
like
do the
little
super
minor
advance,
characters that fit alongside
so
faction leaders.
28.1,
Even if they're like
and
they
then
don't
I'm
belong
just
to the
gonna
same like
put
technical
this
sub faction, you know what I
Shadow
mean?
Sun,
Like you
like,
play Dark Strider with
around me.
Retaliation, Cadre,
Eh,
Farsight Enclaves, and
assassinate.
you're like this like thematically
That
doesn't
would
make
be
sense.
dirty,
But on the table it's cool.
but
Is it better
doing all
to
that
restrict
to
those characters
kill
to particular
Shadow
sub-factions?
Sun.
So you can be like, well, you have to play a Red Corsairs army that gets particular detachment or
I
whatever,
might
kind of
be
like a
okay
Space
with
Marine
it.
chapter
I might be
to
okay
play
with it.
Huron
Do all
Blackheart.
that to kill Shadow.
Or is it better to make him to
That
keep
might
the
be
game
okay.
unfactionated and allow those characters to be played
31.1.
everywhere, which is less thematically appropriate, but it allows you to see more of the
If you get
40k
assassinate,
universe
that's instant
represented on the
points.
table.
Yeah, there's no point.
It's an interesting sort of philosophical discussion. I
For the
think.
greater good. Nope. Cool. 32.1. I'm cool with 32.1. To be perfect safety. Cool.
I do wonder as well too that like a lot of the factions I play are not sub-factionated, which is I think now that I'm recognizing my biases, I think changes how I feel about sub-factions quite a bit.
I mean, there's no reason not to.
Chaos Demons, Thousand Suns,
right.
Greatites, Tyranids. None of those have sub-factions that restrict character inclusions. I have kind of just come to realize.
Sure that he's getting cover. A line that I probably care about. 10, 18, 24, 30, 28, 42. My 42? Cool. Melta guns, 24 plus 18, 24 plus 18, 28, 32. Okay, cool. All right, he's invincible there. Cool. All right, so that means he can literally come no matter what where he wants over here, and I will put him like this, and that means he's invincible from these two. Well, at least with the meltagun. At least with the meltagun, right? At least with the
Okay.
meltagun. Yeah. I'm sorry, the big guns. I'm sorry, invincible meaning he can't be shot by Canis's chain sustained wind cannon, and he can't be shot by this guy's thermal cannon. That's all I really care about. Sorry, I need to be specific.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Snorlax over here, like, you're never
Anti-tank
invincible.
But yeah, you're right.
I'll get you with a stubber, my dude. Get. Prepare to die.
I will.
I could give it
move
lethal
this
hits for a
slightly
CP.
up to be within the Shadow Sun's range, even though it doesn't matter. But
If you want to look at the
we're
lore of
gonna roll
Thousand
it
Sons of
anyway.
Magnus,
But yeah, something I could do. Why
Armon.
not?
Magnus and
I'm
Armon
on
should
this
never be on the
point.
table together. Yeah, I know that they don't
I
like
need
each
to
other
touch
or
this
whatever.
point
But
and be
from a
9 away
mechanical
from you.
standpoint, none of them have ever
It's
been
like
restricted to
advancing this
subfactions.
Piranha. Reason not to.
Unlike, it's
And
not
I'm gonna
so
try
it's
to
not like you
be
can
not
play
outside of him, so I'm gonna
so
put
using
two
Tau as an
bubbles
example. You could never play
on these guys.
Farsight
And that's
and
I'll try not to be.
I'll use Darkstrider as another example because Darkstrider's a Tau Sept character. You
He
can
has
never
a
use
lot of
Farsight
movement.
and
His line
Darkstrider
is
together,
here.
or Farsight and
So if
Aunshi,
you
for
wanna shoot this
example.
guy,
Shadow Sun's
show
a
me
weird
something
case because
nice.
she's a Supreme Commander,
you want
but
to shoot this guy on this side, you gotta show me something nice. I think you probably could do it. I mean, does anything protrude from your base? No, nothing protrudes far enough. Cool. So Piranha be here. Pathfinders will chill where they are. I think did you move closer? Did you move closer down with Canis?
I shifted them a little bit. I don't know how much it changed.
Oh
for
no,
those-
it's fine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. No, I was just wondering. You're good, man. No problems.
He didn't
Yeah.
move up significantly from where he was. This is like a 16 gets on here now. I don't know
Cool.
if that's different.
Yeah, I think we will. As long as we can get some guys on this point, we'll shuffle around the Pathfinders. But before we shuffle around the Pathfinders, we'll see. I will highlight this Ghost Devilfish, see where he wants to be to get him into more of a safe position. So if we want to be here and then just line up Pathfinders under my engine hood and Pathfinders here, it might be possible. Yeah, let's just line the Pathfinders up and see what we can get from there. So we'll restore position. And then, cool. And then we'll just put some guys here. And then just make some room. And we want Ions to be here. So we need a row here. We need a row here. Because we do not want to be losing resources for no reason. And I am currently lagging. Then we'll just make the Devilfish shift around the Pathfinders. Cool. And then be something like this.
what's interesting about this play, so Majunior is, with this turn, he's likely going to try to just force a bottom 5 score out because he doesn't feel that he needs to try to win a shootout where he just goes all in and tries to kill his opponent, right? Because we could see like an overcommittal into, something like an Armageddon.
That's Trevi lagging.
But
Right,
he is playing
some of
very
this is
cagey.
fine.
Rather than
So,
pushing up to
let's go
try
here.
to prevent scoring on this objective,
Pathfinder here.
he's going to try to see if we can kill the Armager
Then we'll
through
put
-1
the
damage, which is
Devilfish
theoretically possible, and keep the rest of his armor really safe.
With
That's
boys,
because he has bottom right front
Pathfinders
scoring.
are really short, so it should be fine.
So all he has to do is
seems
keep
good to me.
parity on primary,
Doing anything on that
and
side.
then he should win by 5
still
bottom of
suits.
5. Especially if he gets good secondaries. He's got engaged, he's got tempting already, which should score him out a 6-point turn instead of his opponent's 3-point turn. So he's already ahead slightly. So Majunior here playing for a much longer game than we see Big Snorlax. I guess Big Snorlax also kind of doesn't want to take the fight right now, but that's because his opponent's giving him sort of absolutely insane amounts of or showcasing absolutely insane amounts of ranged firepower.
Move the crew further up. Probably just 1 inch this wall. Just vanish this box. Create a magic box here. Chill. Like a villain. Probably come more up on this side than the other sides. Yep. And then see, just make sure we're good here. I am using a black line, which seems like a smart idea. So yeah, we'll just come on this side. And the person that we 12, it's like at least a 10-inch charge. Move this piranha further down. Move this riptide further up. Move this piranha further up. Move this sky ray. Interesting. Interesting. So I think Riptide needs to possibly be here. Because Skyray can do something like this and just peek. But I want a Skyray, Riptide. I want at least 3 guns on this just in case. Plus SMS. So.
Oh yeah, the smart missiles being lethal and winning on 5s here is actually huge. I didn't think about that. With strength 5 to toughness 9, they win on 5s. And we're just gonna spot with probably Shadow Sun. Oh, a spot with a stealth suit actually. It just dump smart missiles into that armature. That's a great piece of technology that Junior has on this.
Riptide can do this
on this matchup right now.
All right, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna adjust this a little bit.
The players are also discussing they could actually knock out Watch Captain Artemis in the back line here as well. Artemis is an interesting inclusion. He's a regenerator, so he comes back on a 2+ after he's destroyed. So he's difficult to take off an objective, but not so difficult if you just have a ton of indirect fire. You can just dump on him if you need it.
Move over, because the line technically is.
Which Buri was cheaper? Buri is a little expensive, I think, for sure.
So yeah,
110 for that guy. It's a lot.
Maybe
basically like a utility, a little utility unit.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, Riptide touches it on this side, and then a Skyray comes here, so Riptide can touch it on there. Okay, cool. So this piranha needs to move up. Cool. All right, I just need to adjust a couple of things. Cool. Riptide touches on this side. I think is how I can do it. This piranha can, I think, not be in the way if a Skyray's here. I need to double check this. Double check my work. My gun going inside his body? It is not, but I might need to shift something like this. Just in case. That means this piranha needs to be moved up like this. That means this Riptide's like this. That means that Skyray's like this, and can always do something like this. And my body, not inside each other's bodies. Yep, Skyray can come here, Riptide can come here.
I think you're
then
clipping the piranha there.
Oh yeah. I see now. He's in the way. His booty's in the way. Thank you.
His booty's in the way.
Is in the way.
Yeah, but that's a tough one to try to make work. I'm not sure, chats. It's always a tough thing with these grav tanks. Is their physical height makes a difference in the game, which I don't super love. I hope that 11th edition 40K goes to a top-down sort of like a projection measurement system where you don't have to worry about any of this shit. Or you put bases on everyone and call it a day.
Do I say fuck it?
But it's really tough.
I do.
You're inside each other's bodies. Oh baby, you thought it was banned on Twitch? Nuh-uh. We get spicy here in Tabletop Simulator land.
This wall right here.
Oh baby.
If you want to expose to right there, you can shoot the piranha. Skyray can just come here with an advance. Riptide can come here. Then I'll have to move the hammerhead and then poke the Riptide to here. Cool.
LOS from Blade Bases?
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'll advance the Skyray real quick.
Like right now, we're drawing.
Can he get here?
We're drawing line of sight to this gun. We're able to cut this line from all these battle suits to the gun of the armature.
So Skyray will.
Cool. I guess it's dead.
If you shoot him, and then the Riptide, I don't even think he needs to advance. He can just toe tap right here. And
Case in point, I think knights are
hit.
particularly egregious though.
And then we will
Because of
leave
the way that
space for
towering
a
interacts
stealth
with a lot of these things.
to be put.
Magnus is
right
wing and
here.
spear tip every game. In fairness, Magnus
And
gets
I
a huge
just
benefit
check
from line of sight
if there's
drawing off
space
of his
under the
components.
hood of this hammerhead's booty.
I feel the same way with
I'll
demons.
advance
It's
these
like
into
actually,
space.
as much as it sucks in some
This
cases,
piranha
because it's
is
hard to
moving?
hide.
Yeah, yes, he did move. He did move. Yes, he had to move forward to give Skyray space.
In some cases, it does give you additional ways. To
Right,
draw
I'm
line of
saying,
sight.
is he moving from where he is right now? I'm just seeing the back of his model clip into this guy. Does he need to shift something?
Does he need to move more? Okay, sorry. Does he can scoot up more. Yep, cool. All right, cool. Bet. So stealth suits. So these 5 models all see this Warglaive, this
Horror
Piranha
movie
can
with
just,
James Franco's brother called Together, their
move
bodies fused
something
together. What the
like
fuck?
I don't think he has the space.
That's bizarre.
And this is as far as he can go.
Knowing when you forget one pixel on a
So
character's
he's
cape, an
chilling
entire
here.
squad is dead. Yeah, especially because of
Everything's
character
moved.
attachments, which is,
So yeah, everything's moved. Hammerhead.
to be fair, like not.
He is Devilfish.
I
Pathfinder
think
Shield.
it's.
Cool.
I don't
So,
know. It's probably
shooting
more
phase,
fair.
I need
than
to
it
get
was,
2 tokens, I believe. These stealth suits over here
Jesus,
will go
the
into
posters
there.
together.
These blue
bizarre.
stealth suits will go from here.
It's
It's Helverin.
It's more
and we'll
fair, I
start
think,
shooting.
than like the
No
OG
actions
Lookout Sir
discerned, so
rules for an
we'll
8th and 9th
start
edition.
with.
But the
Skyrim,
fact that like a
everything
character
into
being
the
in line of sight
Helverin,
means the entire
he's
unit
not
can
in
suffer
range of
casualties, like
SMS.
does actually suck quite a
Doesn't
bit.
matter if we're
I almost wish you could just
touching the
assign
room
damage
or
to
not
characters
touching
if
the
you
room.
wanted to, and then
And
you
no,
just
I
kill
would
them
not.
off.
It's impossible. Cool.
If it was
So
if it would
Skyrim,
lead
3
to the
secret
rest
missiles
death for
here.
the rest of the squad.
Yeah, no +1 AP stuff. Yep. So yeah, just 3 seekers. Any 4 invulner, you good? Hello.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. You're shooting the 3 seeker missiles from the Skyray into this Armiger Helverin. You have just way too fucking much. Probably not gonna rotate here.
Cool.
Citizen Sun, thank you for the follow.
Rolling 1s, 1 lethal, and then 3s, twin link, 3 at your 5 up.
Oh, hello. Camera reset
2d6,
time, chat.
which
Apologies
if
for
you don't
that.
want to CP roll it, I'm just gonna roll damage for 9 damage total. So he's at 5 left. SMS.
Oh
will
my
go into
god.
blast. Shadow Sun will
Seeker
shoot.
missiles are a hell of a
her
drug,
light
chat.
Pods, cause
You always forget. You look at the Tau army and you're like,
I
all
think
right, I
they're
think I have a
24,
handle on how much
right?
damage
Am I
this
tripping?
does. And
I
then the
just bought
Seekers
24.
hit. Although, in fairness, that was Skyray
Two-
Seeker missiles, so it
hits
wasn't expendable
and
Seekers.
2
They just have an
wounds
infinite
at
rack of
your,
them. They keep reloading.
re-up.
But
2
man,
damage apiece.
like Piranhas
She's
dropping double
activated
Seekers, Devilfish dropping
And
double
then,
Seekers, it gets insane. The
yep,
Alpha
save
Strike
them
from
all.
Tau armies is
Ghost
always
Kill
crazy
will-
powerful because the massive.
There it
numbers
is.
of
Ghost Kill
things they got
36.
going.
Okay, just in case I need them down here. Or, yep. Before I shoot, can you take a battle shock test on this Helverin? At a 7-up, I believe. If you don't have anybody from this Piranha into the moving phase, can give somebody a battle shock test. I'm gonna try to give him a battle shock test.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
Cool. 7 passes. Cool. Alright, sorry. Okay, then Riptide will continue to. Can he actually see down here? He can. So cool. Yeah, Ghost Kill will. He has what, 6 HP left, right? You took 8 damage or 9 damage. What did you take?
10 damage from a hammerhead surviving on 2 wounds for 2 Seekers to finish the job.
Okay,
Yeah,
there. it
2
goes.
Seekers
He-
from
he-
a Piranha.
Okay, cool. I was wondering why.
That shoots another like
Cool, yeah,
4
Riptide will just
twin
shoot
linked gun
everything
drone
over.
shots and a
Overcharging his
D6
gun.
plus 4 damage Melta.
The yellow dice is
Whoa, that's
overcharge
crazy.
Test. Cool.
That's pretty wild.
Re-rolling, so that's good. And then
Tower definitely looking
rolling
incredibly spicy, especially with how big their armies are. If you
cool.
restrict
And then
yourself on
6s are
characters and crisis
lethal.
suit teams,
And then
you look at this army and you're like, this is 2000. This looks like an onslaught game.
Ups to kill
Just
you.
with how voluminous the army tends to be.
Cool. Do you blow up? And then rolled my hazardous test already, so that activation is finished. Cool. This Piranha will shoot his fusion and his seekers and everything else into this Helverin. Would you like to rotate ions?
It's unfortunate there was 2 4s on that one. You got
What do you think?
a Piranha with the 2 fusion blasters.
No, two.
Oh,
One
wow.
fusion blaster, 2 seekers. So currently, I have 7 seekers, 3 are twin link, and 12 strength 10, AP 3, 4 damage shot. But everything's -1 damage, so it's just a bunch of 3 damage and D6 shots, and a bunch of SMS.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just a
I'll
second.
spend it. I don't. Yeah, I'm not
Cool.
too. Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Cool. All right. So Piranha Fusion.
Yeah, so we're
Hits,
gonna drop the
5 up.
rotate ion shields
It
here
does
to try to
wound
keep
on a
this
4 up,
this
and
armature
then I'll
alive. Did
just
they
keep
delete the
rolling.
objective? Oh no. they
So
just
5 up on the
posted that
fusion for
for 3.
um
That armature is
2
worth
seekers. Rerolling 1s on the seeker missile. So
he's
2
worth 5
seekers,
points
1
from
was lethal,
primary if
1
he
hit.
lives here.
I'll
so
roll damage
definitely
for the
hoping.
fusion. If
Plus,
you
he's
don't
in a good spot to
want to
shoot.
reroll
He can actually
it's
fire back
D5,
into
I guess,
a
for
piranha in the
damage from
center
the
there and
fusion.
hopefully pick it up.
2 seekers, 1 was lethal on a 3 up. 2 more seekers at your 4 up.
One was. I see what you're saying. Sure. Oh, okay.
If you don't want to reroll one of those, that's 2d6 for 5 damage total. It's d6 plus 1, but it's minus 1 to d6. And then the carbons are on 3s, rerolling 1s, and then 5s, twin link, 3 at your 3 up for 1 damage apiece. I'll adjust the piranha. He has no seekers. You just take 1. You're down to 7. Cool. This guy Ray will just cool. We can maybe do some plane shots into him. Maybe not. Cool. Sky Ray shoots 3 seekers into you on 3s, rolling 1s, and then 3s, 3 seekers at your 4 up. SMS isn't in range of anybody, I don't believe. Cool. Cool. Save them all. Easy peasy. Riptide will shoot all his shots into you. He'll do hazardous. Roll the yellow dice as the hazardous. 3s. Cool. And then not doing death wounds, so it doesn't matter. Roll all of them together. You got 3 more at your 4 up, or 3 more. Yeah, at your 4 up, 3 damage apiece. All right, that's 9 damage, and that will blow you up. Cool.
Oh, no.
Again. And that is the end of my turn. I'll double check range for any SMS, any scrap SMS.
Why do the piranha has as many guns as the knight? It's a great question, chat.
Yeah.
It's one of life's great
SMS
mysteries.
will go into,
why are there so many guns in a piranha?
And that'll be it. So
I
5,
definitely
6 shots of Warglaive, 1 into there.
So
5,
losing 2 arbingers there.
On a 5, missed.
Very little way for Big Storm
Ghost Kill didn't shoot.
that
He
from
doesn't have
happening
anything to
without
shoot.
cheaper
So,
forward operators in the middle here.
I guess that I'll collect my token.
Very Junior's set up in such a position too that there's very little that the knights can do to counterattack. He could full tilt and maybe pick up a piranha on the flank
and 2.
Or push Canis forward and maybe get a piranha in the middle. But like, are we gonna trade? Are we gonna trade a Canis Rex for 2 piranhas? It feels really bad. Especially when you're going first, so your opponent has the advantage in scoring and is outscoring you.
I will draw some
Junior here with the 17-point score up to
enemy
3 only on Imperial Knight side. Get a 0 out the Imperial Knights on primary. They have no way currently to deal with this Ghost Kill battlesuit in the top left. This guy's just gonna sit here and hold this objective forever. Because he has lone operative, so nothing can get within range to attack him. Maybe this guy, if we see an Armiger Warglaive push way far up in the middle here to try to get a shot, but it doesn't even matter because the Ghost Kill battlesuit has 2 stealth drones. So even if you get both thermal lance shots through, both of them hit in melted damage for maximum damage. It's only going to take 8, and it's going to survive. And then you just auto pass it, and it's going to hang out right there. And that's if you're in melter range. Tough spot. I think.
Like there.
Well, let's see. If we let Junior score a 5er, the problem is that Junior has bottom foot scoring, so you have to force the fight. Yeah. I think that the Knights have to full send
gonna
here.
Be that.
I think that the mistake was maybe obviously it's a tough situation because you don't want to eat the entire army shooting at you. I think that potentially Big Snorlax had to full send on going second. And he just had to put himself in a position where he could counterattack if Junior pushed up to a C line and draw a line of sight to him. Where he could leverage towering in the center of the table to get shots and on the subsequent turn. He played very cagey, and that's almost always a trap.
You scored.
Good for Tau shooting. I think that's probably true.
Cleanse.
Layout 2 is one of the. It's more open. It's not as easy to alpha people top 1 as a lot of the other open maps, but the mid board is very open because this line down the center exists where you can just draw from one corner to the other corner.
Lines. Ignore me on that.
Yeah, I think we got a full send right now.
What it's going to.
I think that Knights are going to get attritioned down, and they're going to eventually lose on bottom 5 if we don't just put everything in the middle and we just kill as much as we can, and we just Yeetus McGeetus.
So it's a 12.
All in. Let's go. All in.
Reasonable. Okay. I'm going to use some bondsman abilities. Did I destroy my tokens? I think I destroyed my tokens. Crap. All good. Oh, here's one of them.
Sometimes you need to rush down. I think that it's a... The more I play...
I can give minus
and I'm sure... I think that... I've talked about this quite a bit in the last week or so. But the more I play, the more I realize that I think it's just how Chapter Proof 2025 is designed. I believe that the mission structure forces this style of play. Because if you go first, not only... It gives you the first opportunity to score, sure. But not only do you have to present your units to your opponent to kill, if your opponent is hiding, if the terrain layout is good enough for your opponent to hide, you must be the first to present units to begin the trading. Trading with your opponent. Which means that you are probably eternally down on attrition,
or more,
and your opponent gets a
primary mission
additional score at the end of the game, and those two things together means that I think almost 100% of the time in basically every matchup you should full send turn 1. Not literally every time. I think that's not. Obviously, there are matchups that are going to be a little bit more taciturn than that, but most of the time, in most cases, you are so far behind going first that the only way you win is that you force the opponent into a tough decision on the bottom of turn 1. Do they engage and potentially seed the tempo and the table space to you, or do they try to play cagey and play to the end, and then you just get a bunch of a score early? And the most successful games I've seen going first have been those styles, where you just construct a situation where you're threatening your opponent with a 15-point score immediately right off the bat, going into battle round 2, and your opponent you put the ball in the second player's court to react to you instead.
No point in having him do anything anyway.
Especially against Tau and Eldar. If you present too little, you just lose. Yeah. Especially Eldar. Eldar are going to kill one of anything in the whole game. Right off the bat, literally whatever you want, they're going to kill one of it. And then you see what you can do from there with the Fire Dragons.
Over that, but from where?
But at least it's only one thing.
There's his
Big Knight jumping in the center here.
He's definitely not standing there. Basically anywhere. This
Knight's cool, chat.
Oh no,
I don't know who owns this one in real life, but man,
the top shirt on
that's a nice scan there.
But on Crusader it does exist. I haven't found a defender model to use yet in game. He could stand here and he could shoot your guy with just the long range cannon here. You can't hold the objective from there.
Give them all the targets, hope they mess up and split fire. Yeah.
All your stuff.
I also think too that and obviously not every faction can do this, but it's always important, in my opinion as well, to have access to units that can interact with your opponent top of the first turn, even if it's just jailing and it's just like taking table space and restricting movement. The most successful armies that I've seen, in my opinion, are the ones that plan going first or second. Junior's army, we look at that. Obviously, like this Knight's army, it can force -1 damage armatures down your opponent's throat, and some armies can't deal with that. Tau obviously can. Their entire army shields, so they're gonna be able to sort of expose overwhelming force onto it. But on the flip side, armies that have like Junior's army here has crazy turn 1 potential, because you can auto 6 advance a bunch of stuff. You can combat debark units out of the Devilfish. You can push the Pathfighters forward. You can jail. You can score. You can kill things on turn 1. And then you're not so worried about going second, because you can play passive going second.
This guy.
It's actually the way that Montcau's tempo works in Chapter Approved actually makes a ton of sense. It's like very strong.
Including a group there. I'm not going to be holding...
Mid-leggy Valor Strike just for getting Knights in there. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Regardless.
Being able to advance, go through a wall, get the additional movement and the reroll and advance roll so you don't biff it. And then also, like, on turn 1, setting yourself up for a really, like, incredibly strong turn 2 it makes total sense.
Back by other things, but at least then they're not shooting this way. because I'm gonna go ahead and just do my thing. Just gonna let it happen. We're gonna advance the Watch Captain Artemis here. He gets a 3. Oh, but he can't. Can I steal your Vespids real quick from your box? Do you mind?
Yes, sir. I do not mind.
If I'm sticking them here, driving them, you can definitely finagle them in some way that's better. But if they're like this, maybe like this is best. I don't know. Those are some awkward models. Something like this. Only on the table. Put this in its 3rd position. Nah, you can definitely string plenty of them out there. Alright. That one's there. These are going back there. He is advanced. Crusader wants to do something with his life, but he can't do too darn much. He can walk up here and shoot you. Or to be 24 from this thing. Have to be like here. They go 1 in advance. 4 on an advance for my time, but he moves 10. Let's roll in advance for the Crusader. Let's just see what he does. He gets a 6.
That's double 6s this turn. That's 2 6s.
If I blow up the Skyray and the Piranha, kill this Piranha, and kill this Skyray, you have a lot of shooting left, but I've taken out a lot of your last cannons at least at that point. I gotta do something. I can't slowly bleed resources into you. I guess I could wait for turns 4 and 5 when you don't have lethals, but I just don't think that's the way. I've never played against Montcalm, so I don't really know what the answer is here, but we're gonna find out together. You'll have to tell me post-game what you think the way was here.
Okay.
That should be an interesting discussion, chat. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what Junior thinks of the situation as well.
Like that.
Sometimes you need to channel kill Lupercal energy, send the lance to certain death for shot of glory.
22.
I haven't watched that. Is that show good?
Sounds good. So I'm gonna advance Canis Rex. He's getting a 3. I was expecting.
It's like Titans, right? It's not Knights. It's like Adeptus
Boys are all
Titanicus.
out. The party.
Which is cool. That is an underserved segment of the 41st millennium. Yeah, here we go. This is the full send we need. It is dope.
5,
All right,
so it's
sick.
going 17.
I'm gonna. I'll have to watch it. I believe that my
Spawner?
Warhammer Plus
Yeah, I guess
subscription is
that's
still
a
active.
token
I haven't watched
spawner
things in
that's
a while.
on there.
Every once in a while, like once every 2 months, I'll go through and watch like all the animations they
he's
finally put on
+1
there.
to hit.
Yeah.
But that is cool.
5,
I am not like hugely
12.5
30k pilled. I've read some of the Horus Heresy stuff, but not too many. I was kind of thinking of like
matter.
doing I saw some like funny book review channels that would just like go through a book and like talk about the plot and stuff. And I was like, what if we did that just on for every Black Library novel, we just go through the whole like Horus Heresy, like one book at a time, just from the
go ahead and
from the perspective of somebody who has like
no,
almost literally no lore knowledge, no relevant lore knowledge, and instead is just a gamer. I think that would be kind of funny. I was thinking of making a new channel to do that.
I don't know. All right, so going into the shooting phase.
I don't know if I have time though. I'd have to hire an editor probably to get that done.
Popping for the
I could maybe do it on
lethals. We have number of shot reroll, 1 shot reroll. The one who would want to have the lethals is the Knight Crusader. Let me double check my stratagem and see if that's at the beginning of the shooting or when I start shooting it. It's just during the shooting phase. We'll start shooting and see where our life ends up first. So this guy can be seen by these guys this way. This guy can shoot that way. This
Horus Heresy reaction channel. Yeah, for sure.
I'm charge on here.
Weary putting it on the main channel because I don't think it would get many views. But I think like doing like a Black Library meme channel I think would be actually kind of legit.
So
I get to involve myself in lore tuber beef too, like the sweetest kind of beef. We might talk about some of that at on Warhammer Wednesday.
Any stratagems?
No, not popping the
'Cause,
stratagem.
Okay, I will just.
you think that there's rivalries in
normal.
in
Do it
on
fast.
table 40K? Not even close. You want to talk about poor
Okay, so I'm
sportsmanship? It's
hitting-
fucking
I'm gonna
lore
shoot
YouTubers.
first
say.
at you with the conversion beam obliterator since I'm outside of
I don't
the
understand.
half
They just talk about
distance. I'm gonna
stories
get
all day.
sustained hits D3 on a 4-up.
Oh man,
And reroll one of these for my ability.
it makes gobs of
So I
money
get
though. So
3d3
There's something
extra
to it.
shots for sustains. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I had two successes are over there. These are like still on the board, I guess. Yeah, my bad. So add 3 for 2 of them, and then 2. So add 8 total in plus the original 3, and these will wound you on a 3.
Mhm.
What's your tough on the gunships? Is 12? No, it's 10.
Oh, 10,
And
so
the
3s.
big riptides are 9s, right? Okay, yep, 3s. And reroll one of these. And
Jesus.
fail, so you have 9 saves.
4, 8.
That's the Knight
12,
Defender popping off right
16.
there.
It's just a 4-up, so I'll see if I can roll it.
Oh
I'll
my
see if I can roll it.
God.
Are there any other guns?
Oh,
in
it's
there?
excuse me. I think
Yeah,
I
it's
mentioned
one
this
of
was
her.
lethal, but the
Okay, no,
the
no, actually,
Imperial
I'll just let
conversion
her
beam
die.
was
I'll just let her
sustained
die.
That's why it's so many.
Do I blow up?
That's my bad. Wow, Knight
blow up.
Defender! What a
And,
shot!
I think
Just
I'm-
instantly vaporized that Skyray
I
gunship.
will do my full hit rerolls to.
That was crazy. Gun
Defender.
galore. Boo boo.
Yes.
Would be
Do my
fun.
full
Read the
rerolls
first
here.
5
Thank you.
novels of the Horus Heresy series.
That's it.
100 Black Library novels and
Alright,
stories. Hot damn.
so
Polyfawn, I'll take
continuing
you with
on, let's
follow.
shoot
Appreciate you.
everything from the Armiger Halverin into the Riptide Battlesuit. I think I had a line here down the middle. Yeah, you exposed the back of your guy here.
Yeah, maybe it's something we do in the next
Should all get
6 months
sweet.
if we're waiting
So,
for new 40. releases or
everything from this
something.
Armiger Halverin shooting
know.
at that.
I'll think about
Riptide
it. It would probably be a
Battlesuit.
new channel.
This is 8
I want to call it like
These are gonna be
Blorp.
hitting
Blorp.
on
Blorp.
twos,
Blorp.
and I'll
take
roll one
some
of them.
Keith's boss.
Seraph, thank you for the resub 4 months in a
Into
row.
a
Appreciate you.
1. 6s aren't
Thanks for the
anything
support, everybody.
special.
Helps a ton.
These are going to be wounding
What
on
the fuck
4.
is this? Oh, the reroll hits.
And reroll one of them. Oh, 3 of these. Save them. Take 3 damage.
That's incredible.
On the look.
And
That's good.
am I?
That's good
I'm actually
shit.
outside of the stubber range. That's fine. So he's done. That's shot.
Eisenhorn? I read Eisenhorn when I was a kid.
What
I
do
could
got?
not tell you
The
anything that happened to him, but I
Crusader's
did read
going to
Eisenhorn.
be pumping here. This
Cannot-
guy's
I
gonna
cannot
start
remember.
with This Knight Crusader putting the thermal spear in
I remember how
Gatling
often they talked about
gunship,
how sexy Beckwin was,
the
and I was like, all right.
Gatling cannon.
All right,
the
author, you
Avenger
can
Gatling
calm down.
cannon
We get it.
into this Piranha. And the
I get it. I get it. Everyone
skewing
thinks
that
she's
Piranha
hot,
just as much as
but they
it's gonna
still
be
don't like her
wounding
'cause
this
she's a
Riptide
blank. I
Battlesuit.
understand.
It's going to be putting into the.
It's a
Let's go.
it's a
Thermal spear on the
it's a,
Skyway, the rapid fire
what's the word?
battle cannon or Avenger
what's
Gatling cannon
the
onto
thing where
your
two things are different.
Riptide Battlesuit down there. The Storm Spear rocket pod on the
Author's
Riptide
poorly hidden
Battlesuit
fetish.
down there,
Yeah.
and the 2 small guns into this Piranha. And I'm going to spend a CP, and he's going to have.
Also,
lethal hit
don't,
this turn.
like, don't
Okay.
forget she was
I
so
will,
hot that she started the series
For
working as
this,
a
I
prostitute.
will do -2,
Okay,
-1 damage
cool, author.
on the Skyray.
I don't know. It was weird.
On the Sky.
It threw me a little bit,
Sure.
but it is
okay,
what it is.
So he is going to roll what 2d3.
Who do I think will
for
come out on
his
top of this
thermal
game right
cannon.
now? The advantage bar is distinctly in
gets
favor of
5
Tau Empire.
shots
We'll see how this
total.
turn goes. This battle round's probably going
I'm
to
gonna
decide it.
roll one of
If
these,
Imperial Knights spike
hit
here,
you
they've already
off.
killed 1 gunship. If they continue to do well,
Oof.
and then they survive the counterattack and are able to get into melee, things are going to look really, really
This
good
is
for
a
them.
lethal.
If they do not
And thermal cannon
do
is
so
going
hot,
to be wounding you
then
on
things are
a
going
I'm
to
imagining.
immediately fall apart for them, and Tower will
Oof.
take it in very, very quickly
Fair
here.
enough.
We're already
So
2
it's
arbiters
enough.
down for the Imperial Knights, which is a little bit awkward. I would have loved to have seen this push last turn. For
One of
Knights.
them's what 3 damage.
Basically, nothing moved
Oh,
for
no,
Knights
no,
except for
it's
the
just D6, right?
yeah, yeah,
D6
except for
D6
the piranhas. Obviously, there wasn't a
So
gunship
just
there to
1
kill,
-1 for
so we
1.
got to remove some
Very fun.
pieces from
I'm
the
gonna go ahead and shoot our
from the
Avenger
Tau
Gatling
table.
cannon
But
over there,
I
so we
think
got
that having this interaction here,
many.
like a turn later, and having the knights in
There
this
we
position
go.
with 2 more
18
armors on the table would have been
hit
good
you
for
on
them.
3s with lethals, no hit reroll.
Henry Cavill should do live action Caiaphas Kane.
Lethals.
Caiaphas Kane,
And
I think he's hard to explain
There
to
was
people.
one more. Oh, there it is.
I did read
The
one
lethals
of the
button
Caiaphas,
popped them into my bin.
but
Anyways,
it's sort of like
5 to wound.
I think Caiaphas
That's good.
Kane
No wound
has
reroll.
so much extra. If you're already familiar with the universe, Caiaphas Kane is like great. But if you're brand new, it's like Halo show all over again. You're like, who is
So
this for?
is- what?
Definitely
12
like
damage on
a
Riptide
more
Battleship then?
standard story,
Oh, the
to
Riptide?
introduce
Oh,
40k
yeah,
to
you said
new
Piranha,
audience
right?
would be nice. And then Caiaphas
No,
Kane.
I'm sorry. I put
be a
the.
later thing,
I
would be
was
cool.
wounding you on 5s, just the same over here. So I had said the thermals here, all of my Gatling cannon
Wait.
shots down at
Okay,
this
yeah.
point.
Okay.
If you want to
So
rewind, make sure that I actually said
okay,
that.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, so you did Avenger Gatling Cannon on the Skyray or the Riptide?
Only the thermal cannon on the Skyray, the Gatling cannon on the Riptide, and then my 2 12-inch guns was on
Okay.
here. And the
So he takes
Spear
2. Yeah.
rocket pod
Yeah.
was
Okay.
also
So
on the.
okay, my bad. So he takes 8 damage. So he's down to 3.
Oh,
Okay,
big
cool.
shot
So the
there. That
Piranha's
save
still
was
alive.
horrible
Okay.
in Riptide Battlesuit.
Alright,
Almost
so
straight
you
up
shot
killed
Avenger
it.
You
Gatling
take.
Cannon.
I have 2 AP on these shots, so with cover you should be taking the other 2
Threes.
of these fails, right?
AP2.
Yeah, down to
And that's-
AP1. Oh, yeah, save on a 3-up. Got it, because you have a 2-up save.
Mhm.
Right. Love that. Okay, so
That was a great shot.
you have to
That's
send
what we
those
needed.
Storm Spear rocket pods at
Now
him.
this Riptide Battlesuit's in grave
3 of
danger.
them
It could
on
even
3s
be
with
overwatched
lethals. Nope,
to
none
death
of them hit.
from
That's
one of
not
these
going to
armatures
miss.
if
So
it
I'm gonna
decides
shoot
to
the 2
move in
12-inch
24.
guns here, the 1 flamer, number of
It might
shots.
just live in the back here, and the Riptides
Shots,
do ignore their own bracketing,
wounding
so
you
it being
on
low
5s, I'm assuming, so
for
there's
its
one wound.
attacks doesn't matter.
Yep.
But it does mean that it could die to basically anything next turn.
Save it.
And then the 1 Melta-Gun from him hits, wounds, 1 save on that Piranha.
I don't have a save. Excuse me.
Oh no, it's not a. Terribly sorry. I thought I had switched this out for a Melta-Gun. It's supposed to be a Questoris Heavy Stubber. So make 1 save, and I'm going to throw 2 more dice. Or actually 5 more dice.
1 damage. I'll take a damage.
Okay, and then I'm throwing 5 more of these Stubbers. Those, and then none of those wound. Fair enough. So he is shot. He failed to do any damage. I thought he would kill that Riptide with that amount of shots. I spiked hard, and we didn't get there. That's alright. So we have no shots on here, and just the spread shots on there. Not what I meant to do. So let's go. Distance to here is outside. Let's just go. This -1 damage is until the end of the phase.
Yes. But it doesn't
Very well.
matter because I think you're 24, more than 20, unless his is 2 damage. Oh, his is 2 damage. Yeah. So
Yeah.
feel free to shoot me. Yeah.
But it'll be -1 damage. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the Piranha here with everything from Canis.
Okay. Cool.
So 2d6 number of shots. I'll spend his free reroll for number of shots. Get a 10. Hit you on 2s, sustain on 6s. These are all sustains, and wound you on 5s. His strength is 7. Oh, 4s.
Fours.
Reroll one of these. Nope. So
4s
6 of
or
these
5s.
armors.
8 armor, so 6 damage. I'm down to 1. Cool.
Right, yeah. Gotcha. And then his 4 little shots. That's the sustain. And 6s?
Cool. 5s, I think. Strength 4.
Oh no, there was one more. Yeah, 5s. Yep.
Don't blow up. Oh, cool. He's dead.
Okay. I'm going to declaring the cleanse with Knight Crusader onto the middle objective here and Canis onto this objective up here. And then I'm gonna charge you, go into charging phase, charge you with the Warglaive into Piranha. The only one who can charge, he didn't advance, he makes it, he's gonna come around here and get you there. Yeah, there's no need to be tank shocking you here, you're at 6. It's not necessarily likely that I kill you, but I don't particularly care. You shot your one-shots?
Yes.
Out of this guy or no? Okay.
Yes.
And he doesn't have he has the twin pulse carbines, you just haven't marked the things or you removed his ranged weapons. He had the 2 one-shot guns on here, right?
Yes, I removed them, yes.
Oh, you just
Yeah,
removed
yeah.
the profile? That's interesting, nice. Okay.
No, he just already shot him. What I think I asked Trevi to update my list because the secret missiles are free war gear, and I just already shot them. So
yeah. I thought you would went and deleted them off of his
Oh
profile.
no, nah.
Okay,
Nah,
so
the
Armiger
sign
Warglaive is
is-
gonna strike you. We're not gonna tank shock you.
Cool.
So I get 1 extra attack because I charged you as his new ability. So 5 strikes. Yep, on 3s. Reroll 1. Did it roll? I'm lagging.
No.
No. There we go. And on 3s as well, I believe.
AP 2 or 3?
AP 3 for 3.
Oh, he doesn't matter. He just takes them AP 3. So do I blow up? I do blow up. Hey, everybody takes a damage.
Come on, really? All right.
Everybody takes a damage. Cool. The piranhas are dead.
The BM.
Yeah. Cool.
Disgusting. So we got a gunship and
All right.
2
And
piranhas
that's
here.
gonna be my thing. I'm gonna score.
Is this
for
good enough for
cleansing.
Knights?
Oh
Let's find
shoot!
out.
Right, forgot about my Calidus assassin was supposed to come down. All good. She's here somewhere.
Yeah, she can come down and do this play you were talking about with shooting Shadow Sun, or she can just come down to my behind and do that. It's up to you.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll just drop her here and let you kill her, and I'll take the 3 points with her.
Cool.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the Calidus assassin is it actually must return to the.
Yeah, I feel bad doing this now, knowing what happened after the fact. But
No, it's fine. It's your intention. You stated your intention.
Yeah, my junior with the very heads up play there. Very nice.
Time was on me.
Nice of him.
Sure was.
Oh,
are you officially done with your turn? Are you just bringing him in and then you're done? Or you...
But
is that what you're going?
unfortunately, you're sort of trading this thing for low value. But the Calidus assassin actually doesn't.
Okay, yeah, if you're done.
Go
no,
into strategic reserve. She just up downs.
Cool.
Oh,
and then
gotcha.
I'm gonna pass time and then draw 2 cards.
So
This way I might bring
she
it down.
doesn't have the opportunity to hide in
Cool.
reserve.
I just get
like
5
permanently.
points. So we get 5
And
points
then,
here. No battle shocks. Cool. Battle shock
And
on the
then
title
rapid
stairs.
ingress later. She basically can't rapid ingress unless she starts the game
He
in
is battle
reserve.
shock. Battle shooketh. Here. But. I don't think this. Can this guy get on this point? Maybe, yeah, maybe if you rolled like a 6 and you would have to roll. You would have to do your super advance to get on this point. Cool. And you have 2 CP. Alright. Cool.
Speaking of, we just ended.
Yes, so the Among Us.
I've killed
The
3
Among Us
units,
gif
so I do
is
get the CP.
is representing
Cool.
my juniors.
Let me double check exactly the timeline. I think I
the stratagem for
end of
Montcod
the turn
that
it's
gives
checked.
rerolls against a target that destroyed a unit.
I'll put the timer on you real quick. Let me.
I forget what the
this.
name of the stratagem is, but
Turn
it's
the
essentially
call.
Oath of
First
Moment
time
on
your
on that night for the rest of the game.
is completed. Your oath is fulfilled, and until the end of battle, you become honored, and you gain 2 CP. Exemption. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just gain it now. Is at the end of my turn. There, I'll get
Cool.
2 extra CP going into this one, and time back over to you.
Oh, gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have fallback and shoot? Do you have fallback and shoot? Shoot a charge.
No, I don't have fallback and shoot in this detachment, if I'm correct. Yeah, no fallback and shoots.
Engaging the
I do have reactive movement, but
the
no fallback and shoot.
Crusader
Big Mechs?
here
Yeah,
could
reactive
be
movement on the Big
spooky for sure.
Yeah, they can also.
The Crusader's
yeah.
he's traditionally really bad in melee.
Just say something.
For sure.
So you could try to thunderstrap him out of melee, but it's unlikely.
I'll just move him back a little bit.
But
Very good.
even the Pathfinder just sitting there is going to prevent him from maneuvering around the table, which is going to be big.
Would you like to react to this?
Oh, no, that one's fine. And then just...
Ricochet with the resub. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bud.
You're good. Everyone else is straight.
Thank you.
A little ironic here to draw Display of Might from a junior this turn. Display of Might into Bring It Down. Bring It Down's great, but it's funny that your opponent goes full send and you immediately draw Display. Although I believe, obviously, it is Knight's List, so you should be able to get it relatively easily.
Would you like to react to this? I'll give you time.
To the other Pathfinders next to him?
Yes. Would you like to react to the orange Pathfinders?
There's nothing to move there. There's a hiding maneuver here to not get shot this way, but whatever. This one isn't going anywhere. The thing is that this is the orange Pathfinders are part of the other group. Got it. Yeah, so I should have reacted to this one.
The winner of this wins the pod, indeed.
No, go ahead.
This is the finals. These are the two undefeated players.
So I will not give you the chance.
So they will get the W
this turn. That is it.
Although second place in the pod still fine. That's still a good ranking score for
I
sure.
will come somewhere like this. Basically getting aligned to both
Space Marine
these
players
guys.
love when you call 1,000
Let's
Suns
change
hit
the
rolls as a
color.
moment. They're like, that's our thing. That's just how game mechanics work, though. Nighter and Valor Strike. That's correct, chat. Lists are available in the chat, exclamation point lists, if you want to get access to those.
How do we want to dress over here? Advanced Desperate 12. Eight. And two more. Cool. Does that actually get me anything? It does. Cool. Ghost kill to like here. Advanced Shadow Sun. I'm not having to do any actions, right? Yeah, display. I might bring it down. 11. Cool. Sail suits. Here. Advance the Piranha. Buff. Riptide. Like here.
Question about the Storm Raven gunship. When you start on the board with hover, moving
like
him
here.
around, you only concerned about his base when calculating collision. The only concern about his base when calculating. Only concern about his base when calculating moving,
Oh, no, they're
calculating.
both the
No,
same
when
one. Cool.
moving, calculating collision. I'm not
So,
100% sure what you're asking.
Riptide like so.
Generally speaking, models are only
Hammerhead
is
needs to
effectively only considered to be their base while
see
moving. If that's what
this
you're asking.
line. That's the line that he needs to be able to see. So cool. I'll just paint that special red for Hammerhead that he wants to see. Cool. So it's pretty.
The absolute
there.
smorgasbord of lines you have
I'll
through the center here.
turn like this.
This is going to be an important turn, chat. But Junior, if
that
Junior's able to do everything he wants here, it's going to be a quick
there.
game from here on out, I think.
So he can, but I think he still be outside of 12, so it really doesn't matter. Cool.
Overhang on board edges is
And
fine.
then-
It is.
Hammerhead.
No, it's not
something like
actually.
this.
So,
Oops.
oh, actually,
Hold the
no.
whip
Let me
So
read.
I'll just move this
let me
still suits to move like this.
go back to where I was.
And
The answer is no.
nah, we're not tripping. We're tripping. I mean, we're not tripping.
Technically, a
And then
hovering
hammerhead
storm
like
raven
this.
is a hull measure, so it
Where
has
his
to
small
it has
guns are
to
still
consider
here,
its
and
entire
his
hull.
main guns
An
can come here,
aircraft mode storm
his little
raven
guns can come there.
is only its
That's
base.
cool with me. And I think that's
Essentially,
all
when
my
moving
movement.
for movement purposes.
That's all my movement.
Until it's finished
Hammerhead
moving.
should be able to see both these big knights and a little knight if he cares.
But
to.
a hull
that
measuring
should
unit
be good
is
with
always
me.
uses its whole hull. It doesn't care about its base.
Vespy can come down.
It also means that you cannot
Vespy can
overhang
come
the
down
table
and
edge
try and
with
deal
the
with
hovering
This guy
gunship or the hovering
is
storm
Caladius
raven.
minus one to hit.
He's no, just lone operative. He isn't stealth.
Everybody needs to be within 12.
See if the Emperor
objective
protects.
again.
Yeah.
Display
It's
of
gonna
might.
be it.
Display of might. How many do I have?
The
Good question.
Tau have their Moncom buffs
Display of
active because it's
might
only about round
is
2.
Deployment zones.
But Junior's gonna have to watch his
Um,
clock. He does play very
1,
well on
2,
the clock
3,
late
4,
game, but he is down to
5,
31 minutes and he hasn't
6,
even finished the
7.
second battle round
Seven
yet.
Things are still low.
He usually,
Alright,
I mean, this is
alright.
a classic sort of Tau.
Let's get shooting.
The game's won or lost by round 2
turn
anyway, so
will be the red
he can
guys.
budget his time to play more for the late game,
They'll observe on
and we'll just see how this round goes.
Blue guys.
What does the Amogus mean?
Going
Yeah, it's
to
a
the
it's
Crusader,
the hit reroll
and
strat
the
for
orange guys.
Monka.
observe
So
on
attacks against the Knight Defender
this
are going to reroll their hits.
armature here.
Demonic Daddy
guys,
666.
I'll
What a
just
great
use this
name.
for
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, because I don't
Appreciate
have
you.
marksman in my list. Cool. All right, cool. And we'll start shooting. Cool. So we'll start off with Shadow Sun, just shooting her meltas and everything into the Warglaive. Just let me know where you want to do -1 damage. I'm gonna just start rolling dice. So, cool. All right, bet.
Moving with a
so
hovering
-1
Storm
damage to
Raven,
Warglaive, are you
it's
good at
just the base.
yes or
No,
no?
it's its entire model.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, -1 damage on the Warglaive, yes or no?
Oh, it has
I mean,
the minus one damage.
he already has.
Treat a hovering Storm Raven as you would like
Cool.
repulsor executioner.
one melta at your 5.
They work effectively identically.
I mean, 4 up.
an aircraft mode Storm Raven is basically just.
I don't.
so.
No, I don't. I don't have a 4-up invul, and I have -1 damage.
No, I was asking if you want to do it, but it's good. It's cool. Okay.
No.
Fives.
Sorry, not rotating
Cool.
on him.
Okay, cool. All right, and then I'll roll the melted damage in a second. One more 3 up on the Warglaive. Melted damage is so that's 1 damage from the Flechette missile launcher, and then that's 6 damage from the melta that gets converted to 5. That Shadow Sun is activated. The Vespid Wing will do 10 shots into Caladius. Make sure everybody's close enough. Cool. 10 shots on 4s. 10 shots on 3s. 4 at your 4-up invul. These are these guys activated. She dies. Cool. 2 damage apiece. These guys observed here. These guys will shoot their ion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of this, 3 iron rifles overcharging into the Warglaive with -1 damage. Yep, cool. 4s. 5s. None. Cool. OU3 hazardous. No hazardous. Cool. And then just 4 shots. It was one of these the captain. Neither one of those were the captain. I don't. Oh no, he was a captain. But these are gravity, so they just have gun drones. Cool. So 3s. Oops, didn't mean to roll that. And 5s, none. And then gun drone. 4s, nothing. Cool. All right. Roll my hazardous. He is now at. He is now at 8 wounds. Cool. All right. I will activate. So both of these guys have 5-up invulns, so you have to choose which one you want to do. So I will do the I will do the hammerhead into Canis. Would you like to 4-up invuln Canis? Railgun and Railgun Seekers and SMS will go into the Warglaive. Would you like to 4-up invuln Canis? Put time to you to think.
I'm sorry, you said the Railgun Seekers and SMS are all going into what?
Railgun Seekers all into Canis, and then SMS are going to into the Warglaive.
Oh, sure.
4-up invuln here.
No, go ahead.
Cool. All right. Railgun hits. Dev wounds
Oh,
for 8 damage.
Jesus.
Did I need? Yeah, 8. Yeah, just 8 damage. Cool. 2 Seekers.
Got another package chance.
One
I'm gonna
lethal,
have to
reroll
hop
ones.
out for a moment here.
Hits.
Hope everyone
Built-in reroll. 2
behaves.
2 follows on Canis.
But I'll be back.
2d6 plus 1. Would you like the CP reroll, or can I keep going?
Go ahead.
11 damage to Canis. Cool. He's at 7. And then SMS on 4s. No rerolls, 1 lethal, and then 1 save on the armature at a 3-up. Takes the damage in the middle.
Sure.
Cool. At no seekers. Cool. We will shoot our fusion blaster here. Seekers here at Canis and Carbons here. Would you like to keep no 4-up invuln for Canis, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. 3s, 1 lethal. Cool. 1 5-up on Canis. And then fusion on the middle guy hits. Does not wound. D6 plus 1 on Canis for 5 damage. He's down to 2. Cool. We will do our carbons into the middle guy. 3s, no rerolls, and twin link on this. 2 saves which are 3-up on the middle guy. Takes 1 damage. He's down to 6. I'll add him. Cool. The Pathfinders that have not shot will throw a grenade into Canis for my only CP. I need 2 mortals. Get 1. Fantastic. He's down to 1. I'll do. This Riptide. This Riptide will shoot everything into this Crusader using dev wounds. He'll Nova Charge, and he'll shoot his SMS into Canis. Would you like to 4-up invuln your Crusader?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right. He'll do the main gun first. 3s overcharging. He does take hazardous. Rerolling 1s, and then 5s and 6s. Miss everything. Cool. And then missile pods. 4s. Rerolling 1s, miss everything, or miss those parts, then rerolling 1s, miss everything, and then SMS into Canis on 3s, 1 lethal into Canis on your 3-up, and then I take 3 wounds. Does he blow up?
Fails it. There's no real point in making you put more into it for fun. I could CP reroll it, but I might as well save it. He does explode. What is he, D6 plus 2? Let me double check that. No, it's D6. The other ones are worse. So this guy, for my Warglaive, I'm gonna take 3. For my Crusader,
He's
I'm gonna take
D6. Canis is D6, right?
Oh shoot! Yeah. That's 5 and 6. Not okay. So I took 3
He was
here,
at
so I need
13.
2 more, and this guy needs 1, 2, 3 more. Holy fuck! Into your orange pathfinders, it's gonna be 5, and then into the not orange pathfinders, it's gonna be 2.
All right, and then the guy
Four.
comes out.
Yeah. Sir Hector. Nope. Nope. Fair enough. He will just pop out over here and be... He's all the way over here. Is he any way to be outside of range of SMS of things? Not really. Not that he isn't already. But I can be outside of the line of sight for these things, which would be better to do. And it looks like I already am, so this is fine. So, alright. Something like that. It's fine.
Cool. All right. Piranha shot, devilfish. Okay, so time back to me. You did. I took my mortals. Okay, cool. So we will do. Nobody got it into him, so we're not shooting him. So Riptide can shoot the only thing he can see. The Crusader. He'll Nova Charge, Dev Wounds. See what we can get into. 6 shots. With the hazardous test is the yellow dice, rolling ones.
Oof.
And then lethals. Oh my god. How many? Damn it. 2. Cool. 2. 3. It was 3. Cool. Alright. No. It was 3 6s. Cool. Wait a minute. Oh, and then I added another 6. Cool. Alright, cool. And I missed once. Alright. And then so 5s and 6s. What do we get? Rolling ones. Alright, so 1 dev wound and 4 4-ups.
And why did you add another one back here?
Because from my last rolls, I originally rolled 2 6s, and then I re-rolled some of those ones into another 6, into another lethal.
Yeah, but one of those was your... You had 3 red die, and one of them was...
Yeah,
your
so it was a yellow dice. Yes,
hazard.
I got you. I was just reading the thing. My bad. Yeah, so yeah, just 3 saves.
So this is on, yeah, on the... Sure, on his for,
Okay, so just
save.
8 damage total,
Sure.
and then 4 missile pods on 4s, 1 lethal, and then 5s. Re-rolling ones. 2 saves at your 4-up for 2 damage apiece, and then SMS 3s, 1 lethal, 2 hits, 1 lethal, and then these are on 6s, twin link. So 2 more saves at your 3-up, and there's just 1 damage. Alright, he's down to 8. I took my hazardous. I passed my hazardous, and this Sky Ray will shoot his Seekers here and his SMS here. 3 Seekers, built-in reroll, 2 lethals, twin link, 3 saves. It's your 4-up.
This Skyray has a line to me?
Yeah, it should be the yellow line. Everybody's on the yellow line. I drew a yellow line here. There's a yellow line.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. I see the, Why is it that I can't see that? Oh, does it disappear at some point? Is that my issue on my end? Yeah, at some point Yeah, no, it's good. The just the like yellow thin line like disappears in here, and I didn't even see it connecting to me.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to me. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in any case, you definitely had the movement to be able to put it on that line. So what am I taking?
3 Seeker saves.
Oh, they all hit and wounded. All right, fair enough.
Just 1 goes through.
Yeah, I guess I'll CP reroll it. I've been waiting and saving. Nope, fair enough. Go ahead and get me.
Just 2 damage, or 3 damage total, and then SMS, 3s, no rerolls there, and 6s, rerolling 1s. Nope, just 1 more. Just 1 more at your 3-up.
Failed. What? How much was that? 1 more damage?
Just 1 damage, and then I think that's all my main guns over here. This Devilfish will just shoot his Seekers into the Knight Crusader. See if I can get lucky. His small guns will go into into you as well. Yep, cool. So 2 Seekers on 3s, rerolling 1s, 3s, 2 saves into the Crusader. I'll adjust his data sheet. Pass them both. Burst cannon on 3s. 2 lethals on 6. 2 AP1, so 2 at your 4 up. And then my SMS into the Crusader. These will be on 3s, rerolling 1s. And then 1 lethal. And then these will be on 6s. No rerolls. Cool. So, you're down.
What was the 2 4 up for?
1 damage apiece for the burst cannon.
Oh, gotcha.
Cool. And then 1 more save at your 3 up from the SMS. Because there's no AP on the SMS.
Yeah, the burst cannon would have been on a 3 up, not a 4 up, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. I rolled 2 ones.
No, I rolled a 3 up. I rolled a 3 up and got 2 lethals on the burst cannon.
Right. With 1 AP with cover, so I'm saving on a 3.
Oh
right?
no, you don't get cover. I spotted you with stealth.
Oh, you're ignoring cover, duh. Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then
yeah,
and then I think. Oh no, a 3 up onto the Crusader.
Onto the Crusader, not the Warglaive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Crusader, yes. And then that's it. And then I just have shooting over here. I have shooting over here. So he's at 2 HP. The ion rifles, everybody will shoot all of their shots. Oh shit. Riptide will shoot all of his shots into the Crusader. He'll overcharge, see if he kill himself. I have no CP, so let's see if I die. Nope, cool. 3s, rerolling 1s, and then 2 lethals, and then 5s, 3 at your 5 up or 4 up, 4 damage. Do you blow up? You do not. Nope. Cool. Alright, I rolled my hazardous. That's it. I use my once per game. Dev wounds. He's been adjusted. The ghost kill will shoot all of his shots into the armature. Overcharging. 3s, rolling 1s. And then those are lethals. And then 5s. So 5 at your 5 up on the armature in the middle. He'll take 6 damage total.
Okay, he dies.
Cool.
Wait, these are from what?
These are from the ghost kill. They're 3 damage apiece, but your minus 1 damage makes them 2.
Yeah, got it.
And then I'm not sure if I rolled my hazardous, but yeah, rolled my hazardous. Cool. All right.
Oh boy, chance.
And then the Pathfinder ions will shoot everything into Sir Hector.
I think plan just live.
So 9 shots
has failed
on 5s, 2, and then 2s. So 2, you get cover, but they're AP2. So whatever your invuln is, you have a 5 up invuln. So 2 5 ups.
Consider taking Bring It Down as a
Hector
fixed score. Cool. The weird thing about taking fixed in a lot of these situations is that
hazardous tests are
you need a second one, which is tough.
2, 3, 4, 5. 10 pulse carbines on 4.
And the other thing too is that if you don't have command point regen built into your army, it gets really dicey with no CP generation whatsoever.
Misses, cool. All right, and then these are gravity.
Especially since you oftentimes need command points to field defensive strats and charge rerolls.
1 damage, just 1 damage. So I'll use my recon drones, as these are the infiltrating ones. 2 into 5s and 6s, none. Gun drones into 5s. Okay, cool. All right, that's nothing. All right, we're done.
When playing
everybody up,
demons.
Remove the
one mistake I classically see is people take all fixed secondaries without any command point regen, and then they don't have enough to fuel their offensive strats, and they run out of damage output. And I think the opposite's kind of true for
We'll
Tau.
make 2 charges.
You don't have your defensive strats to
try to make a 7-inch charge.
Keep yourself alive from these railgun shots and stuff.
These Pathfinders, the non-orange ones, will try to make a 5 or 6-inch charge, whatever it is. They'll make it. And I know you have big stompy feet. That's a 9.
Big stompy feet.
We need, how much OC do we need on this point? We need 6. Cool. All right. So scoot everybody over. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be able to get 6, 7. All right, me doesn't matter. 9, and then he can't base, so he can just come here. Ooh, yeah. Okay, cool. And then the orange squad will charge the Helverin as well. 5.
And orange ones didn't advance this turn, right? They just walked out.
Yeah. They just measured 10. Cool. They felt their charge. Cool. All right. So you have access to your armored feat. I'll just do my fights real quick. I'll pile in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So I got 8 attacks. I must attack if possible. So 5s and 6s. None. Cool. And then I'll pass clock to you to finish to do your attacks.
Yeah, makes sense. 2 AP zeros.
Cool. And I'll take them and I'll roll. One guy will die. I'll do the guy off the point. And then I will point. I get 4 for display and 4 for bring it down. And I'll end my turn.
Well, chat. It did not work out.
Well, that's pretty much that. Let's see what cards I draw.
We have one defender.
Marked for death.
I don't think the defender's going to fight an entire Tau army here.
Oh, you gonna mark something for death?
I'll put time on me. Mark for death will be...
Still make you pizza with my feet. Indeed.
Mark for death will be...
I do feel like we could see night melee, the shooting night melee attacks will be a little bit stronger.
The 11 wound Riptide, and everything else might be killable for you. So
the downside is when they get locked in melee and then they can't do anything for the rest of the game. It's often sucks.
I have 1 CP. Oh shit. The conversion kind of goes crazy. Stealth suits. I mean, yeah.
Are you worried at this point?
No, I'm worried about the stealth. No, the conversion did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Nah, stealth suits, Riptide, the Riptide with 11 HP. Thank
you. I'll get these crew carnivores in the middle, perhaps. Let me see. Yeah, let's just walk over here. Something else I had forgotten as soon as I had passed into your turn. I was like, oh, I forgot to do that, but it was too late when you're already moving. I was supposed to give the Canis Rex stealth last turn.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. And I think you also forgot to give people ignore cover. I think somebody gives ignore cover.
The defender was just so far away from people, he didn't really have it at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just shoot you, and then we can, we can have some fun and call it there. This guy can walk up. Let's just go ahead and make some shots here with a Knight Defender. We'll shoot a Devilfish. And he'll do the conversion and Devilfish and the other things at the Crute in the middle. Why not? Let's have some fun here. On 4s, reroll 1. Nope. Should have done that. All good. These are the sustains, so these two come in. Reroll 1. 3 saves on that Devilfish.
He gets a cover save, I guess. So fails 2. Okay. Hey, that's just 8 damage flat. Yeah, I forgot. All right, he's down to 5.
D6 plus 3 plus blast for these guys in the middle. We got 8. Plus what, 2 for blast? Sure. Okay. And
strength
sure.
9, so I'm T9. AP 4, so yeah, really would have been hard. So that's 3 damage, or is he a 4 damage guy or a 3 damage guy? He's a 4 damage, or no, he's a 3 damage. So I'm down to 2 HP on the Devilfish.
No, this was the plasma blast shooting at the crew.
Oh, only
yeah.
Oh yeah, I never got a save then. Yeah, I never got a save. Cool.
All right, so yeah, I shot 10 shots at you, but then all of them missed, so it was just those 3.
So was that 3 wounds? Was that 3 wounds that you got?
Yeah, just 3 wounds at the
cool,
yeah, with no AP or no save for you. And yeah, I guess I have the 2 phosphor blaster, 1 phosphor blaster shot because you're 13 away. And it fails. Fair enough. So we'll shoot a Helverin into combat here. Hit you on 4s.
No.
Oh my God! What are these dice, chat? This is
you want a 2, 1 save,
This
please?
is just
Save it.
just
Hold
BM
on.
from
1, 2,
the
3, 6, 7. You gotta beat me up in
from the
combat,
game
so
right now.
I don't
That's
score.
insane.
Oh yeah, that's the plan here. 2 more saves at -1.
What do you do with that?
Yeah,
you just
one
gotta
guy.
laugh
So,
at
yeah,
it.
I can't score this objective now. Cool.
You can. All you have to do is deal 2 damage to me and bracket me in combat.
Did your small guns not do anything to these crew?
No, there's one gun. Just the one phosphor blaster is the only thing
Okay.
that it was, and it missed.
Did you
so-
want to be off? Did you want to be off this terrain?
No, I had to be on that terrain.
Oh, okay,
was
cool,
the
cool.
idea
Okay.
in order to shoot you across here. I thought, no, I guess I didn't.
I don't think you
it,
need to be on the terrain. Yeah.
it doesn't particularly matter. One way or the other.
I respect intent. Like, there's no reason to be shot for free on this side.
Oh no, I definitely intended to be on the
Oh,
terrain.
oh,
but
you
there's
intended
no-
to be.
there's no-
Okay.
Yeah. No, I definitely moved it on there with a carefully measured. Oh, can I touch this thing and this objective? I can. Sweet. So
Okay,
was
I got
the mistaken intention to do that? You can go ahead and hit me in combat here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, time to me. I guess I must pile in 1, 2, 3, 6. So 6 boogles on 5s, on 6s, 1 melee swing, 1 damage. Whew.
The damage. Not enough to bracket me. I'll swing at 4 attacks. Reroll one of these.
Sometimes the game plays you for sure.
And reroll
2?
this one. And 3 of them. AP 0.
Yep, these guys are battle shockable now. Time to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna just take 2 on the Shazwi because he has 2 wounds and just call it there. Cool. Alright, I'm done.
Makes sense.
And so they're not battle shocked. Alrighty. Uppy downy with the Vespit. Or no, I can't go uppy downy with the Vespit because I put Mark for Death on him, right? Yeah, cool. Alright, they
I'm
must stay.
totally down if you're down, just to call it here. I just wanted to shoot for fun, but I have one dude who's dead, another guy who's likely dead, and I think that's about that.
But watch
If you wanna
Captain
roll it,
Artemis,
shoot
he's
me
got
down.
this.
Please go ahead.
He's
ready.
Let's hear.
It is entirely up to Trevi. I know score doesn't matter, but I would
Yeah,
no
you guys are
established locus.
you guys are good if you wanna just talk it from here.
Okay, yeah. So I
Research
think
you can do to a Armiger or a Knight Defender,
Yeah.
rather, if you just want to move things onto a line real quick and see what we can do.
okay, cool. Okay, I think
That's why I
established.
kind of wanted to leave the toe here. I'm like, come on, let's just.
Well, chat.
do this.
Yeah, let's put the whole army into a
Alright, battle
defender and
shot.
see what happens.
I'm still
I don't know if
battle
it's
shocked
gonna
there.
go well for the Knight Defender.
Yeah, so I
but
think what we would
we'll
do
see.
here is we would just move 7 here or something. Like, it doesn't truly matter. And just leave a guy back here on that objective. I don't think I'm gonna be able to see him on this side. Wait a minute, is that your gun? Jesus. Okay. Yeah, these
Yeah, this
Pathfinders
isn't
won't.
the actual Defender model because I couldn't find a Defender model, so I repurposed. I'm not even sure exactly what this is. Maybe some version of a Crusader. I don't know.
Move him here. We just want to see if we can get within 7 of you to throw a grenade if need be. And
Just in case, you gotta make sure we get that defender dead.
We'll
It's
charge
vital.
you.
It's vital to ensure that Bajunior
can you
wins.
only do the? This is sticky, but
Is there a way to sign up for the next tournament? Yes. So
and
if you go to the
then
Discord,
Pathfinders will stay
Discord,
there.
Discord, you will find that there are several channels in the Discord
Also,
called
I
Join a
cannot
Pod.
the 9 of you,
All you have to
because
do
that
is
just
make
gives you
any
reaction
post
moves.
in
So
that
I will not
channel,
be able to grenade
and that is a wait
I will
list.
not be
That's a
able to grenade
big
with
giant
those
wait list
guys.
for these
Cool,
events.
yeah, that
They are
makes sense.
4 round events. They
Alright,
take
and then
place over the course
I'll
of
come
1
within
month.
12 here.
And each week we take the
come
top
within
16
10
from
here.
the wait list, and they go into the they
And-
get added to a special event. So you get added to a channel.
Or stay out of
You get
Overwatch
mentioned
against-
in the
Oh, no, I
channel
can't
with
be
the
I
actual
can't be
registration
with
link.
that. Nah, I can't be with
Should take a week or so,
Because you would just
a week or 2 for you to get in. But
Yeah.
that is how it works. And if you're a patron,
Guess we
you
just
get in
here.
early access, so you skip the line,
And,
which is neat.
We gotta kill this. guy,
This
so we
this
can't
is
fall
a
back 'cause
pod
I want
final,
to
so this is
reactive.
from one of those
Hey.
events. Occasionally, usually quarterly or so, we will run
Hammerhead
larger
wants to shoot
special
at
events, so like
Helver.
team tournaments or
So
GTs. We are running a GT currently that did start 2 weeks ago, so it's ongoing right now. There's no late
10,
signups, but there's
and
100
then
people
we'll
in that one.
advance 'em.
And those ones have a
6.
cash entry fee, but they also give out like gift cards for prizes, and there's a bunch of prize support. Prize support for our pods is only standings points. So
That's it.
mostly players are playing over.
12.
They're playing for, I don't know,
Chill here, I guess. Crew can just do establish locus. You're not doing anything, and yeah, cool. That's it. Observe onto use one stealth suit to observe onto Knight Defender. Use the other to observe into the Helverin to just shoot the 2 models, and then we'll start shooting. The 3 Moon Riptide will shoot first into the Knight Defender. Of course, you're doing the 4-up invuln, right? Oh no, he has a 4-up invuln naturally, so you can just save that for a CP. Not that it would matter. And did you get your extra CP? You did. Cool. All right, yeah. So 3s. Hazardous is the yellow dice. He does not kill himself. Reroll 1s. Oh, I rerolled everything because you have the booty token on you.
The booty
Cool.
token.
Alright, those are lethals. And then these are on 5s. Alright, cool. You have 2 at your 4-up. Missile pods are on 4s.
Fail 'em
Reroll
both.
everything. Misses. 1 more AP1. For 2 damage.
Fail
damage.
it.
You are not making. You are not making the save.
Today, sir.
Twin
Not
link.
today.
Or one roll. Twin link. 1 save at your 3-up. That's it.
What was the?
He didn't-
I'm sorry. What was all? I failed all 3 things so far. What was
You failed 2 4 damage and 1 2 damage. So you just take 10 damage.
A casual 10 damage
Just-
from the first
just
shot.
take 10 damage and then more saves?
That's
What was
all.
The last save you just told me to do 2 more saves?
No, 1 more save for a 3-up, I think. Yeah, 3-up. Every time I give you a 3-up, you weren't passing it. Alright, Riptide will shoot here. Second Riptide, 6 shots plus the hazardous. 3s, hazardous passes, reroll everything. Wounds, and then these do not wound. So 3 more 4-ups for 4 damage apiece. And that was 12. That was oh my god. Oh my god. Reroll everything. And then 5s. And then reroll 1s. Alright, 2 more 4-ups, 2 damage apiece. Does it finish you? Oh, you have not made a save! What?
That's that, brother. Good game. Do I explode? Yeah, I explode and kill my own guy. Please, for the love of God. Oh, do it. Oh, it's Yo, come on.
Oh my
Oh.
Do
god.
you roll the 1 to
table
respawn
myself.
him too?
All right, let's get
Just
this help.
for the meme.
What's up?
Does Artemis come back too, or does he roll the 1 also?
Oh, does Artemis come
Oh,
back?
Oh, it's
Artemis decides.
You're wrong.
that was insane.
Yeah, and then you.
That was
That's
insane.
insane.
dude.
That's insane.
That's something. That is something.
Yeah, that's insane.
Fail every save, blow
Nah.
myself up, don't come back. We love to see it. What do we got for Helver?
Riptide shoots him. He ignores
Oh
your roll
my God.
modifiers. Overcharging.
Yup.
3 shots.
sir.
Or
That's
6 shots.
that's
hazardous.
nuts, chat.
Hazardous. He takes 3, so he's down to 8. And then reroll 1s, 1 lethal, and then 3s. Reroll 1s.
Wait,
For,
and how are you re-rolling 1s? This one.
Stealth suits.
Oh, because you just stealth suit right, and it's big guns never tire, so you can do that. Yeah, of course. So is it 3 saves?
Yeah, 3 5-ups. Does he one-shot you? He does. Do you blow up?
No, this one won't blow up because there's only your guys are left around. There we go.
Alrighty, and
Oh
that
my
is
God.
the game.
That is
I get
0 nice
established
models left on the table at
to-
turn 3.
Jesus, chat.
I guess since
That's
more people
crazy.
died, I controlled 1, 2. Oh yeah, I controlled a lot that turn. Oh no, yeah, I did. So yeah, and then the score doesn't matter at that point. So yeah,
Oh my God.
but GG's, man.
Well, chat. There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
think if you would have enemy line doesn't really matter. 4, 5, 4. And then,
GG.
yeah, and then
Congratulations to my junior
finish
for
just the
taking this
game out.
one.
Assassination 5.
That's
and Mark
disgusting. 96 points.
Store. Yeah, you don't.
Oh,
control
got the
anything.
big Hunsky.
Yeah. So,
Fuck me. Chat.
Trevi, are you done? Are you done with this table?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. So let me see if I can find it. So let me. Cool. All right. I can't load it because I'm.
I think loading games, you have to be the host.
Oh, never mind, never mind. It's coming, it's coming.
Oh, just kidding.
All right, let's see. So, oh no, I used the wrong models, but when I was prepping, of course, I prepped the wrong things. Of course, that's my fault. I prepped the wrong models. But now I was thinking it was gonna be rough because people usually deploy Canis here. I imagine might use him here or something. Calidus might be in the middle. But now you kind of deployed how I thought you were. I mean, it was just a rough deployment.
That's actually that's
And,
curious.
I think
Junior actually perfectly
Seeing your
called
list last night
Snorlax's
didn't
deployment.
even look about like I've deployed on
That's
nights on
crazy.
this thing before, but didn't have any time to look at stuff. Just got out of work today. You know, first time seeing your list last night.
Yeah.
Let's run it, bro. Let's wreck it. Let's see what happens.
Dude, that's how I
Oh,
always
man.
do.
I'm
That's the correct way to play 40k.
Programmer, and I
Just go
had
in sight
off
unseen.
the last 2 days. So I had plenty of. I had a little bit more.
Bella,
time than
thank you
usual,
for hanging out.
But nah,
I
I generally
appreciate
try
it.
to at
Hope you
least
have a
look at the
wonderful rest of your
board
evening.
and the armies that I'm going against. Hopefully, if I don't oversleep or something. But yeah. But nah, I kind of knew it was a solid matchup. I was considering going fixed, but I'm like I was gonna force myself into killing you. I just think this map. It was really the map. Like if it wasn't for the map, I think this would have been like you needed to be able to put these guys up here and play mid board. But like maybe if it was 1 or 3 or 7 or 8 maybe. But nah, if it would have been 4, 6 or 2, then it was gonna be a rough game.
You think there's a argument to just go on the line and then full send it?
Yes,
as knights.
for sure.
Yeah,
yeah no.
because going second, it
100%.
feels like you, or if you go first and deploy for going second, you're just so far behind already.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was totally agreed that he said when he fed me 2 knights for free, if he would have did his second turn on his first turn, then I would have been scared.
Right.
Obviously, you wouldn't have killed anything, but
Well,
I
also
mean,
if you if obviously like with hindsight now, but like if you just assume that you're gonna eat the alpha, either with round 1 regardless, right? And you just put all the big knights on the line, and then if you go first, then they're all in a position to stage mid, and then right if they don't die, the second turn's like disgusting, right? And you just hope that the 1 turn of shooting didn't do as well as it did in this game, but
yes, for sure. Yeah. So, but nah, I think my general plan going to knights is I won't kill you. I just have to I have like these notes to how to deal with each knight. So, but looking into your detachment, it was interesting because Valor Strike makes it to where my way of dealing with knights that don't have melee is to tag them. But it's like you are actually able to kill Pathfinders. But I'll typically just charge a Piranha and Pathfinders into a knight and then try to kill the small dogs. But but I just rolled hot, so.
Well, yeah, congratulations
Yeah.
on taking it down, and thanks to both of you for playing.
Yeah, man, GG's, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, good game. Yeah,
Sorry
the issue
about
was
that
like
hazards.
deploy to the line and then eat some amount of things turn 1 and hope that I think that was either deploy to the line or it's just rough. There's just so many things that can go wrong on
I mean, I like the plan. Right? Because it's like if I was a nice player, I would probably just do this. I would be like, hey man, if you want to shoot me with a Riptide and a Sky Ray that doesn't kill a knight, and like a Ghost Kill or Piranha, like 4 things maybe, or maybe if I auto advance, I can probably get like 2 Riptides, a Sky Ray, Ghost Kill, and a Piranha on this one singular lane. Yeah, then you let me do it, but then all my stuff is focused on this lane, and then you have other knights over here that can do stuff, right? So that's what I mean, maybe.
Maybe it is. It's a rough series of decisions, no matter what. Like I said, I built this list before having played a single game.
Mike Crofts,
Product,
thank you
I
for the
would
follow as well.
never
Appreciate
play
you.
Or build this list now that I've actually
So
played
WTC's
it.
rough for
I
shooting.
wouldn't
Yeah,
play
WC's
Canada,
rough for
I don't think
knights
Canada's
too,
very
right? Because
playable.
they
No.
Points value
they
to-
lose landing zones where they can walk. So
without he can't
I
take
don't
an
know.
enhanced.
There's no
essentially
good terrain in my
ability.
opinion.
He has
for
no
40K.
bondsman.
It's all
He
like
has
shades of less
reduced
bad.
damage in both melee and in shooting. He's really hard to get into melee now. Like I should have kept him. I'm thinking I should have kept him in reserves in Ingress and gone for something like when you don't decide. You're very careful about cutting lines, but like you just choose not to cut like a certain direction, and then I could. It's rough actually. It's rougher than I thought. It is what it is.
Alrighty, man. Well, I'm about to step away, but GG's and look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, good game, man. Have
Yeah,
a good
good
one.
game.
Thanks to you too. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Shrevy. Alrighty.
All right, folks. That's gonna be it for me today. We go rating. I'll be live tomorrow with Warhamster Wednesday. We got a bunch of stuff we could talk about. There's a Amusement is streaming Tabletop Simulator. Also, Commissar V is live on TTS. Are they playing the same game? No, just the same matchup. It looks like. I'm not sure what we're gonna talk about yet, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good time tomorrow. I have a game scheduled tomorrow with Commander Cha for the Discord for the GT, so we'll be live there. And otherwise, I'll see you all later. Cheers, everyone. Keep it classy, folks. Have happy wargaming, and we're gonna go hang out with Commissar V.